Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on to
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
You look like you have an alien face hugger on your face, Jason Milne. Welcome to the Nostromo, everybody. Oh, that's too late. That thing's planted an alien in your belly. You're going to have a chest burster coming out there by the end of the show. Jason Milne, for those of you who can't see us on YouTube, has his baseball glove, though for some reason at the start of the show he was wearing it on his face and pretending he couldn't get it off. But now it's properly affixed to his left hand. You're excited, eh?
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
You got your ball glove. You got your RIverhawks shirt
Today.
on. 3/4 sleeves. Three-quarter length sleeves.
Yeah.
You
Let's
like that?
go.
You like what's with the 3/4 length sleeves?
That's baseball.
Oh, okay.
That
How long have you had that shirt?
I bought it last season.
Oh, when you went to a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job with the logo too.
They got great
The
merch.
RIverhawks a very proud animal, so I've been told. More prouder than the Harbor Cat.
Oh, the Hobbit cats are sleeping in the Hobbit at night.
And then it's like, what's the team tonight? The Bellingham Bells. What's their logo? A bell?
A bell.
They have a lot of clock towers in Bellingham.
They must.
Or a lot of bell towers.
Must be the
Ding! That's probably what they do when they score a run. Ding!
every hour a new bell chimes in Bellingham.
People are like, sorry, someone ordering something, or is it order up? No, we scored a run. All right, Jason Milne's ready to fire up. So you're going to the game.
Yep.
North final. So yesterday we were saying like, oh yeah, the league final is Thursday. Well, I believe it was my fault. And I said, and then TBD for who hosts the championship game. True, but it won't be the RIverhawks. Mm-hmm. The RIverhawks cannot host the two North Division teams, the Portland Pickles and the Cowlitz.
Corvallis.
Yeah. Who's Cowlitz? I just made something up. I think. What's their team name again? Don't tell me. The Astronomers.
Nope.
The
Cowlitz.
Bears.
What kind of bear?
Black Bears. They're the Corvallis Knights. So there is a team in Cowlitz.
There is. The
So
Black Bears.
there's a Cowlitz and a Corvallis. Corvallis is the other team in the South Final, right?
And there's a Walla Walla and a Wenatchee.
Right. Wenatchee's Apple Sox. Walla Walla is the Pippins.
No. The Pippins are the Yakima
The
Valley.
Pippins, the Yakima Valley Pippins.
The Walla Walla are the sweets.
Right. I knew it was something edible. Well, I guess maybe. I don't know. Anyway, 7 o'clock, Remax Field. North final tonight of the West Coast League. Edmonton RIverhawks, Bellingham Bells. Jay's going to the game. So right when this show ends, he's booting it down to the River Valley to take that one in. On Thursday, we had RIverhawks head coach Jake Lanferman on the show yesterday, so that was really good. On Thursday, the Edmonton Stingers are in Calgary for a West Division play-in game against the Calgary. I'm pretty sure they're the Surge.
Surge.
So it's basically a division. Well,
It's like
what would you call it? It's a play-in game.
it would be a West semifinal.
The winner plays Vancouver, and then the winner of that
goes to the championship
goes to
weekend.
the championship weekend.
Just an awful.
It's not a great format because they have a host team, and the host team was fourth in the 5-team West Division. That's the Winnipeg Sea Bears. Again, when you're on the shores of the Sea of Winnipeg, watch out for those bears. They're just those sea bears. Because here's the thing: they're aquatic and they're land animals. They can get you either way. So say you're on the shores of the Sea of Winnipeg, you're enjoying a day in the sun, maybe doing some mosquito watching or counting, and then all of a sudden, the sea bear horn goes off. Or actually, you know what they play on the beaches of the Sea of Winnipeg? when they think that a sea bear is approaching. I think I hear him coming now. So they play that on the loudspeaker, and then you kind of might see this bear sort of bounding down the beach, and you might think, oh, I'll get in the water.
Don't do that.
He's just as proficient in the water.
Don't do that.
So really the best thing is don't visit the Sea of Winnipeg. So the Winnipeg Sea Bears are hosting the championship weekend. So they get an automatic spot, even though they shouldn't. And then to offset that, they give the first place team in the other division an automatic spot. So now the other teams in the West, like Edmonton, and the other teams in the East are playing for the 2 remaining spots.
Yeah.
So Edmonton, to make the championship weekend, would have to win Thursday and then win in Vancouver. And then, it's the Final Four, basically, for the league.
Yeah.
It's not a great playoff format.
Terrible. In fact.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it. So
But
anyway,
Edmonton, the top 3 teams, the third place team in the West, which is Edmonton, has a much better winning percentage than the number 1 team in the East in Niagara.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's like the West is quite dominant. I think it's going to be tough to get past Vancouver.
Oh yeah, Edmonton was 15-9, and they Niagara
River Lions.
And so again, see this
once
is
again,
you're
learning.
It's amazing what we've learned about Canadian geography and the Canadian animal kingdom. What would that be? Is that the fauna? Is it the flora that are the plants and the fauna that are the animals, or is it the other way around? Anyway,
flora sounds more like plants.
More plant-ish. The like people would be like, oh, there aren't lions in Canada unless you go to a zoo. Hold on, you've obviously never visited the banks of the Niagara River, because those river lions. I mean, again, think about it. Lions, are a land mammal, but then these ones are river lions. So again, equally as dangerous in both an aquatic and a land environment.
Well, and you'd think.
And one thing,
there's a lion. I'm going to get in the Niagara River.
Yeah, sure. Oh, he won't follow me in.
Don't do that.
No, he's fine if you and you know what the river line. Interesting about a river line, they have a very unique roar.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, you might hear that noise and think, oh, there appears to be a concert breaking out. No, that's a river line on the prowl. Right.
That's their noise. Their
yeah,
owl.
it's not a great playoff format. It'd be nice if they could just do it. Quite frankly, they should do it CFL style, but they want to have a championship weekend with sort of a Final Four, and then if you do that, you need to have the host team in it to sell some tickets and give them a chance. But it's kind of is not great. Winnipeg's been playing the whole year knowing they're hosting.
Yes.
And to be fair, Edmonton did host one year, though I think they had a better team than Winnipeg has this year. So anyway, Jordan Baker, we are telling you what's on the show, everybody. You just have to put up with it. Look, people have to understand Jay and I have a lot of general knowledge, and a lot of it is around Canadian animals or things we've learned about Canadian animals because of the fact that we cover sports. So now we know what a harbor cat is. We know what a sea bear is and where they live. Haba cat. And now we know a lot about the river lions of Niagara.
River lions?
Sea bears, yeah.
And what else can we find in this vast country?
Well, there really is quite a bit, Jay. I mean, just in the CEBL, I mean, you have the rattlers in Saskatchewan. A lot of rattlesnakes in Saskatchewan, and specifically in the basketball community of Saskatchewan.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of basketball players in Saskatchewan have pet rattlesnakes.
A lot of surges.
That's why they were named them. There's a lot of surges in Calgary. Their logo's an eagle.
Right.
Yeah.
That has to do
Shouldn't
with
it just be a wave? Shouldn't it just be like the graph for the market and just the line going way up? It's the Calgary Surge.
Somehow I'm sure it has to do with a Chinook.
Oh,
it's
probably.
It's the
them and their Chinooks.
It's the Chinook pushing the eagles soaring over and surging over the mountain
That's
range.
how the eagles clear the mountains.
That's how they get it.
They need the help of the wind. The Rocky Mountains are so high.
The good old Chinook surge.
They need that. All right. So anyway, RIverhawks tonight. You're going to the game. Thursday, road game for the Stingers in Calgary. Single elimination game for that one. Jordan Baker's the head coach and GM of the Edmonton Stingers. He's going to join us at about what are we going at 5:40 for that one before word of the day, which will be pretty cool. And the Elks, of course, have a home game on Friday against the Toronto Argos. The Elks are favored, I've heard.
They are. Yeah, the line's been moving quite a bit on that, actually. So let's just see what earlier in the week, it was a slight favorite. But now if you're looking at where the Elks are, they're 3-point favorites. So,
well, quite frankly, as hard as I've been on the Elks this season, they should be favored in this game, should they not?
Yeah, they should be. They should be favored or close to being favored in the next 2 games because they take on Ottawa next.
Right.
Who, as we'll get into with the power rankings, oddly enough, are ranked higher than the Edmonton Elks.
Yeah, right. Okay. So the Elks play Friday at 7, play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. So on Friday, this show will go until 6. The stream will pick up again at 6 o'clock with the Green and Gold kickoff show. Jason Milne, Matt Awanek will have that for you. And then they'll be on after the game as well for the Green and Gold post-game show. So That'll be a big game for the Elks heading into that one. So that's some of the focus of today's show. We will have, I love talking to this guy. I haven't had him on a show in a few years. John Stanton is the president of the Running Room, also the founder of the Running Room. And it is the Edmonton Marathon this Sunday. Now, as we were saying yesterday, that's an overarching term for a day of racing. There's a marathon, there's a half marathon, there's a 10K and a 5K. And I think is there even like a 1K fun run walk or something like that? No, I should know that. I'll click on events and tell you right away. Yeah, there's a kids 1K fun run. So Benny, I'm there. There you go. So John Stanton from the Running Room is on the show. You have not met John.
I have not. I hope he has a lot of information for me. I want
nervous. You to get a lot of information.
I was more nervous for it leading up to it than I am now. Now I feel a lot more comfortable with what's going on there. But I have some questions to ask him.
As you should.
This week, the night before, what should I eat?
What should you eat? When should you sleep?
What time do I go to bed, John? I don't know.
Because your run's at 7:45?
Unfortunately.
AM?
Yes.
Do you ever run that early?
Oh, yeah. That's not going to be the issue.
You have no problem getting up early. You're not like me.
I'm going to get up. I'm probably going to get up at 6. Get ready, be out the door by 6:30, downtown at 7.
Good.
Because I want to find parking.
Okay.
That's my biggest concern right now.
I'm gonna give you some advice right here.
Please do, baby.
Okay. Now, I don't know what your usual routine is, but when I run, and when I used to run regularly, I would get up, maybe have a bit to eat, and go. The showering, the brushing of the teeth, that was all later. Mm-hmm. But on race day, I would shower. I would shower. I would put on deodorant. I wouldn't put any product in my hair. I'm going to recommend that you shower before, and then you'll need to go home and shower again after. But just feel like, put yourself like you're going out. You don't want to be at the starting line already all stinky.
No, I'll shower. I shower in the morning anyhow, so that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Yeah, I've never run with a hat.
I can't. I'm not a hat guy. But I won't put any product in my hair.
No, don't.
So I'll probably look like, who's the guy from the bowling movie?
Lyle Lovett?
No. Who was the guy that had the huge comb over?
From Kingpin?
Kingpin.
Did Bill Murray do that? Who did that?
Bill Murray. What was his character?
I can't remember. Funny movie, though.
Ernie McCracken? Ernie McCracken.
Okay.
I'll be coming down to the finish line like Ernie McCracken.
So yeah, I'm interested because we want to get from John how many people are in this. I believe this is the Canadian Championship for the half marathon as well. So I think that we got some high end runners there. But I want you to ask John some of the questions that he's probably been asked a lot over the years, probably by me. But I want you to get it from him because he knows his stuff.
Okay.
And he's going to be a great guest for sure.
Can't wait.
So that's coming up at about 4 o'clock. We'll dive into a bit of an Oilers topic this afternoon about the abuse players take and how they take it and how that's changed over the years. We're not going to get too heavy about it, but I do think it's going to be kind of an interesting and somewhat fun discussion. Now, however you're consuming the show, we thank you. And I bring up what I'm going to bring up here because I want to remind you to tell other people about us. We had our nasty bash on Friday at the St. Albert Rugby Club. We have such a great audience. We have such loyal listeners and watchers if you're on YouTube. And the best thing you can do, well, we keep consuming the show and keep enjoying our program, and we're going to keep working to make it enjoyable, but tell other people about it. iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, wherever you get your podcasts, they subscribe to the Reid Wilkins Show or each individual show, and you can get the video element as well on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk, and for each individual show, each time you bounce in to watch or listen to a show, give us a thumbs up. Click that little thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. We see if we can get to 100 shows even in the summer here. Or obviously listening habits change a little bit, but that's okay. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. That is deploying the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week. That is from 2 to 5 p.m. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com or reid@edmontonsportstalk.com or, quite frankly, benny@edmontonsportstalk.com. Somebody send Benny an email just so he can say he got a listener email.
Is it Ben, though?
No,
Benny.
It's Benny.
It's Benny. It's Benny.
It's Benny.
So,
Should have been the Archer.
yeah. Email me good sports update outros.
There it is.
Benny at Edmonton Sports Talk.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So that's how you can consume us and get in touch with us. We love hearing from you. And in the nasty chat on YouTube, chat with us, chat with other people. I suppose we can say any running related questions, send them in now for John.
Yeah.
I know when I used to have John on Inside Sports, I would put the call out there and I'd usually get 2 or 3 people wanting to know about a shoe or coming back from an injury or, hey, I'm going to Brazil in June. Are there any races that I can enter? Whatever. So that'll be fun to have John Stanton on the show. This will be fun as well. It's always great. The off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. Now, this is a to be continued, being continued from yesterday, because we decided to do this during the show yesterday.
TBC,
you took the lead on this one, Jay.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Elks were here last week shooting some promotional videos for the EST labor bus with the Edmonton Elks. Go to our website, edmontonsportstalk.com, click on Labor Day bus. All the information's there. But essentially, you get a ride to and from the game. You get a pizza supper on the way back. You get a couple beverages provided by Canadian Club on the way down. All of that for $150. But when you use promo code EST, you save $25. So if you want to go anyways, use the promo code, take advantage of it, and come on down with us. I mean, I'll be there. Maddie will be there. Hernan, Eric. It's going to be a fun time. When they were here shooting the promos, they let it slip a bit that there might be karaoke on these buses.
Oh!
So I went into my own rendition of John Denver's Country Road. And that would be the tipping off point, I think, for the off-topic topic for William Huff, is your go-to, because everybody has one. Whether you sing or not, you've been in the mood or maybe been inspired, whether it's by libations or your friends, to sing a karaoke song. So what is your go-to karaoke song? That is the off-topic topic.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Now, for me, the first one that comes to mind, and it's not even close, is Wonderwall.
Really?
By Oasis.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised to hear that.
I can sing that pretty much, note perfect. Any old school Dookie related Green Day, I can handle that no problem too. Basket Case is probably one of my favorites.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it gets the crowd going.
What about Da Funk by Daft Punk?
What is that?
Has no lyrics.
Yeah.
I got to go with what I said yesterday. Certainly Pour Some Sugar on Me is a fun one. Talk Dirty to Me by Poison is a fun one. And when I do, and I haven't done karaoke a lot. I haven't done it in a while, but I like to work the room. I don't stand at the mic and just sit there or just stand there. I might for the first verse, first chorus, and then I like to, hey, let's sing along to these choruses. That's what 80s rock is all about.
Yeah.
Especially the Leopard stuff. Let's sing along to it. And as we've talked about, a lot of people know Pour Some Sugar on Me, even though they don't know it's Def Leppard or when it came out. They hear that hook and they're like, that's that classic tune. So those would be I think if I had to go somewhere else, I would have to put You Might Think by the Cars up there. That'd be a fun one.
Which one?
Sing. You Might Think by the Cars.
Right.
That'd be a fun one.
Cars is fun.
Yeah.
What do you think of this has already come into the nasty chat a couple times, is the person that gets up there and sings Tequila. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, they better have a really good dance to it then.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm sorry. I think it's been done too much.
Well, okay.
And to be honest, if you're at a karaoke bar, that list packs up pretty fast.
Yeah, and if you have groups of people that are into it.
Yeah, if you have people that are into it, it's kind of a buzzkill. Like the first 30 seconds is funny, but then you should be like, okay, I'm good.
Hey, here's my
done.
real song. Well, I'm wondering too, because Country Roads, it seems to me over the last few years, has become played in arenas more and more often. Maybe it was because it was in one of those Kingsman movies and the guy sang it before he got blown up.
Well, it's a sing-along song.
It is a sing-along song, but is there a point with some of these songs where you're like, for God's sake, we hear this all the time. What's
Sweet
the
Caroline?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline.
Do we need to have that at Carolina after now it's played at every sporting event and social gathering?
Yeah, mix it up.
But I think Country Roads is entering that territory.
Yep.
It could very well be.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, it's and I don't know why. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, Take Me Home.
Yeah, and don't they play it at Colorado Avalanche games?
Like that has nothing to do with anywhere outside of West Virginia.
Well, another one, and it's a great song, but is it getting overplayed in a sing-along, large group environment? The Journey song, Don't Stop Believing.
Sure.
By the way, South Detroit is not a part of Detroit. That's just, they thought it sounded cool.
Right.
Yeah, like you need things to be accurate. Like that's again, credit to the CEBL exposing us to the River Lion and the Sea Bear. South Detroit apparently is not a neighborhood in Detroit. So anyway, your favorite karaoke song.
This came in from Bones. He says, thanks to the Rocky Mountains, British Columbia is the only province with no river lions.
Right, because they can't cross the Rockies. Yeah.
He also says, go-to guy-girl duet. Love Shack by the B-52s.
Oh, yeah.
I think that can be fun when done in the right manner. This comes in from Nate the Builder, noted father of Benjamin Archer.
Oh, I know him.
Speaking of running shoes, can one of you fine gentlemen please explain to my privileged son that the Asics running shoe is amongst the most comfortable quality running shoes around? He continually makes fun of me for wearing them. Nate the Builder.
They are the most flamboyant old man running shoes ever. Like, it is hilarious. It's not just me that gives him criticism. My mother too. It is
are they flashy Asics or are they
are
basic?
flashy? Well, what do you mean by flashy? Because there's the actual
multicolored.
It's a bold blue with some green outlines on them.
Okay, that's fine.
Asics
are a quality running shoe.
They are a quality running shoe. Like, I'm not here to debate that. Like that, my friends use them in ball hockey and stuff. Like they're a good running shoe.
And look, let's face it. Your dad's not a small man.
No,
he needs all the comfort. Those shoes,
he does.
Hey, those dogs are barking at the end of the day. So he needs some help. So if he needs Asics, then all the power to him. They're a quality shoe.
They just look stupid.
Yeah, I think I used to wear Asics sometimes. I think New Balance has surpassed Asics for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and to each their own with the fit. What is it? Saucony or Saucony?
Saucony, yeah.
Whatever that is. Those are good. Yeah. Asics.
Hoka's popular right now. I'm indifferent.
You want to talk about weird looking shoes?
Well, because the padding is there. And I have feet issues, and I've been told if you have feet issues, don't assume that a padded shoe is better. Sometimes a hard soled shoe, but still lower to the ground is better. We'll ask John Stanton about that. He can answer shoe questions. So the off-topic topic is, okay, so we'll have two streams to it.
Okay.
The one stream for the River Lions and one stream for the Sea Bears. Your go-to karaoke song, and then the other topic will be the overused karaoke song. So you might think, I'm going to do this, and your friends might be like, nope, we don't need to hear that for the 1,000th time.
Right.
So those are kind of the two topics. I think somebody put in... Vincenzo just typed in the word Barracuda. That was a few minutes ago, so maybe that was a suggestion for a CBL team. The next one.
Oh, that would be a good one.
The Yellowknife Barracuda.
Yeah, of course. Little did you know.
Or maybe it was the song Rob from the Grove. Did you say this one already? Friends in Low Places from Garth Brooks?
I didn't.
That'd be a fun one. Double A says Bohemian Rhapsody. That would be hard to karaoke, wouldn't it? Well, maybe not.
Yeah, if you had a group that could do it well, that would set the place on fire. That would be good.
Mex Bezzozu says Phil Collins Against All Odds. Might not get the crowd going. They told me that I would never get over my addiction. Sorry, I ruined the joke. Here's how it goes. The doctors told me that getting over my Phil Collins addiction was against all odds. But take a look at me now. That's what it is. Double A, Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. So especially if you reenact the video.
I think if you came in there and really let yourself go and played into it, and let's be honest, if it was a male singing as opposed to a female, I think it would do well.
Yeah, but you got to get into it. You got to sell it.
You really got to sell it.
Yeah, like the best karaoke is if not just your friends are watching you, you get everybody invested. And you don't have to be a good singer. Maybe sometimes the appeal is that your singing isn't that good, but you're committed to the tune. And that's where I come from with Pour Some Sugar and Talk Dirty to Me. Like I'm into those tunes. Like I know those tunes.
My song hasn't popped up yet. I'm waiting on it.
Care to mention it?
Waiting on it by who?
No, it's not waiting on it.
Is it a Tate McRae song?
It is not Tate McRae. No, it is Your Love by the Outfield.
Again, borderline overplayed.
What?
Okay, here's my thoughts on Your Love.
Okay, can somebody hum it for me? I'm missing it.
Josie's on a vacation far away. Just come around and talk it over or whatever. One of the Riverhawks has that for his walk-up song. Mm-hmm. It might be Max Stagg, actually. I can't remember. The Australian guy.
Yeah.
No, maybe it's somebody else.
Something like that, yeah.
He might have the...
Your Love
by we dance when our love keeps burning.
We got to do that dance by the Midnight Oil guy. And we got to let Benny do his update right away.
Oh, my gosh.
Your Love by the Outfield is not a great song. It's a great first 40 seconds. And I know the lead singer recently passed away and he was very talented and all that stuff. I don't think it's a great song. I think it's a great first 40 seconds, and then it's kind of quite mundane, in my opinion. And I have a lot of opinions about music.
You do.
And film.
By the way, yeah, go ahead.
Weapons is supposed to be legit good.
Yeah, it's been
I was reading the reviews today, multiple reviews are like, this is a good movie.
Really?
And not like a gory, creepy horror film, but more like sort of just an underlying unease type horror film, it said. Anyway.
Dr. John says, My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. He's done it multiple times.
I'm sure he's done a beautiful job. We appreciate that.
That's moving.
All right. Here is Ben.
The Blue Jays open a 3-game series with the Cubs tonight. Toronto Maine's first in the AL, sitting 4.5 games ahead of Boston. Barrios starts for the Jays, while Brown goes for Chicago. First pitch, it's at 5:07. In Edmonton, the Riverhawks meet the Bellingham Bells in a semifinal matchup, with the winner advancing to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Catch it live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada rolled to a 9-1 win over Switzerland this morning at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup. They'll take on Czechia tomorrow at noon. The sports update is brought to you by Clover Bar Feeds. Clover Bar Feeds has all the animal feed you'll need. Get top-notch service and selection from their family-owned business. Visit Clover Bar Feeds at 200 Portridge Close in Sherwood Park, or call them at 780-467-5014. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Benny, and now you're learned.
Two guys and a goalie.
What do you think of Nurse convincingly winning over Justin Schultz?
I agree with it because Justin Schultz was here at a time when everyone was bad. Although he had high hopes put on him by Mac T, Darnell Nurse has been here for the rebirth of the Oilers becoming a powerhouse. Of course, his play is going to be scrutinized.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the banquet and Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YEG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YEG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Goodbye. You sure are going to miss them, but their room would make a great yoga studio. Store their childhood treasures safely with Sentinel Storage and find some space for you. Try 4 weeks free. SentinelStorage.ca.
There's a sea bear chasing you. You might think the water is safe, but oh no, sea bears can swim, and he's hungry for you.
All right, how you doing, everybody? We are in the banquet studio. Benny, tell me when the mics are on, okay? Just now they're on? Okay, perfect. We're in the banquet studio, craving a late night snack. Check out the banquet's new late night happy hour menu. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. until close. Enjoy favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or the banquet burger at happy hour prices. Hey, Jay, the banquet. Get real, play hard. The off-topic topic for William Huff, your go-to karaoke song. You can also include a karaoke song that people should avoid. We're getting a lot of feedback for this.
Waddy in Cloverdale says, been a while, but my rendition of Baby Got Back was always a crowd pleaser. That's good.
Good.
That's very good. One Too Many by Luke Combs. That's good.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think.
You're not helping me, buddy. Sorry.
It's a good song. Well,
I'll have to stream it on Apple Music tonight.
Get some country music in you, bro. Where was the one I saw?
I just know that filthy guy whose songs you play me.
Oh, Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yeah, is he always filthy like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jen Cool says You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette.
Oh, that would be that would be a fun one to see someone do. Yeah, absolutely. I think Jen's got the clubhouse lead suggesting that one.
That's good. Wheels says I cleared out a bar in Toronto singing Walk This Way by Aerosmith once.
Oh, nice.
Good job. Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. Oh, Jen Cool's got some good one. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. That's a good one. That's a fun song.
Yeah.
It's hard to sing.
Oh, yeah. People know. What's his name? Wheeler Walker Jr.?
Yeah.
Is that his real name?
Probably not. But it wouldn't surprise me if it is.
Fishing in the Dark by Rob from the Grove. See, that's one that I feel like 30 years ago would have been probably being done too much, and now it would be fun nostalgia. Now it's ready to go again. Because Fishing in the Dark, I feel like late 80s, early 90s was getting played a lot. And there was a line dance to it that we used to do at Grand Trunk High School.
Did you?
I think so. What was the other one by that band, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band? Didn't they have another one?
Cadillac Ranch.
Cadillac Ranch was the one that was the line dance to.
Do you want to...
Nope. No, because I don't remember how it goes. And quite frankly, I would probably break my ankle.
I could do Cadillac Ranch right now, blindfolded.
The line dance?
Yeah.
Did they teach you guys that in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gym. That was phys ed.
For whatever reason,
that was all phys ed
my high school didn't, but every other high school, St. Albert did.
What's up, Belrose?
I know.
Why?
So, phys ed, when I was going to school, it was dodgeball with volleyballs and line dancing, and then it was just a week of lawn darts.
The old school ones? That would hurt you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Ben, you've never I'm so glad that we got taught that line dance in school, because I've had multiple job interviews where they said, do the Cadillac
Get up
Ranch.
and do the Cadillac Ranch line dance.
And I was like, oh, thank goodness I took that in phys ed 20.
Yeah. No, I've heard about that at job interviews. No, unfortunately, I didn't get taught that. I remember dance class, but you came up with your own choreography, and I don't know. That was the one thing in gym I didn't do very well at.
Speaking of music, though.
Oh, good.
Speaking of music,
because we like speaking about music.
Do you know it's National Vinyl Record Day?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were talking vinyls on afternoons.
Do you know that vinyl record sales last year overtook CD sales for the first time since 1987?
I'm actually surprised it's taken that long, because
I'm surprised they still sell CDs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Vinyl has had we were talking about this a few weeks ago when we were still in the old building, about how I'm shocked that many people buy vinyl, and they ain't cheap. Like an album's like 40, 50
No,
bucks.
they're not cheap, is right.
Maybe for this younger generation, that's throwaway money. That ain't throwaway money for Gen X.
No way.
Right?
Want to play a game? I'm asking you. Do you
Yes, Jigsaw, I do.
Play a game?
Yes, Jigsaw, I absolutely do.
Do you think you could name the top selling records of all time? Top 5.
Oh, you know I love lists like this. You know I love this.
Yeah.
So top selling so it has to be in vinyl, though. It's not all formats.
Well, records, like when they were records when they first came out.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the top 5.
Yeah.
And do I have to get them in order? If I get a top 5, you'll tell me where it is.
If you get a top 5, I'll tell you.
I'm going to say Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's number 2.
Okay. Thriller, M. Jackson. Does this include greatest hits compilations?
Whoa.
The Beatles, 1.
No,
that's not on there. Okay.
it's 6th.
No way.
Yes.
Can I shoot here?
Yeah.
The Dark Side of the Moon?
No.
No, that wouldn't be high enough.
There's one.
Whitney Houston, the Bodyguard soundtrack.
No, that was later. There's one band that's they made the top 5 twice.
The one band, it's a band. It's not a solo artist.
That was
is it the Eagles?
Well, it's not the Eagles. It's Eagles.
It's Eagles. Oh, I got the Eagles.
I got ripped a new you-know-what online after I took the Eagles in the bird draft. And I said I was providing context.
Right.
Because if I just put Eagles in the open category, somebody would think I'm talking about a flock of eagles.
Okay, so it's Eagles' greatest hits.
Number 1.
And then,
38 million.
Eagles' greatest hits.
Michael Jackson
is Thriller. What would the other Eagles album be? I don't know the names of all the albums.
But it's the main. So like their number 1 hit was I believe
Hotel California.
Yeah,
is that the name of the album?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Okay. What number is that?
3. So you just need 4 and 5.
Okay. I don't think this made the top 5, but I'll say it. AC/DC Back in Black.
Number 4.
Thank you.
Nailed it. Wow.
Well, I've done this activity over beers with buddies. Let's see what we could name. So top 5 selling Eagles' greatest hits. Thriller by Michael Jackson. Eagles, whatever Hotel California was on. Check if that's the album, Benny, or if that's the
Hotel California.
Yeah, is it the what album was Hotel California on? Or somebody probably knows it.
It's an album.
That is the album and the song.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'll take a chance with this one. Shania Twain, Come On Over.
No.
Now is it a
Shania Twain was 12th on the list.
All right. Is it? Well, I'll try. Okay, I'm going to take a stab at this one. Is it an Adele album?
No.
Ooh.
I saw this in the nasty chat, so thanks to whoever suggested. I tried to turn my computer down, but I saw it. Fleetwood Mac Rumors?
No.
No, not in the top 5. Is it a solo artist or a band?
Fleetwood Mac Rumors is 9.
It's up there. Yeah.
It's a band. Surprised it's probably the greatest rock band of all time, or maybe not of all time, but they got
Beatles, Rolling Stones.
Not Rolling Stones.
U2 would be up there for a lot of people. Who am I missing? I mean, when people say greatest rock band of all time, I just often immediately go to the Stones or the Beatles because they've been around for so long.
Do you want me to?
No. Are you looking at?
Is it from the 70s?
Okay, it was released November 8th, 1971.
Oh, Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin 4?
Yeah.
Well, I did not bad.
You did really good.
Because I also got the 6th one with one of my first guesses.
So coming in 6th was the Beatles. The Beatles.
Oh, the self-titled. Okay.
Self-titled.
Not the greatest hits compilation.
Coming in 7th was Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2.
Okay.
8 was Pink Floyd, The Wall, Benny. 9, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. 10, Garth Brooks, Double Live.
Oh, wow.
It's Double Live is the best-selling live album in the U.S. Number 11. This I couldn't believe.
Give me a hint.
He's now actually back in the music scene. He was gone away. He made probably one of the biggest hits of all time. Maybe he had a good, solid run. But he's now back. This album hit number 1 on the album charts 5 times in 1995 and became the best-selling album of the year.
Not Ricky Martin.
No. Good guess.
It's a solo artist?
Well, it's him and his... is it a Justin Timberlake thing?
It's
him and his Blowfish.
Oh, Hootie.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's his cracked rear view?
Yeah.
Is that high?
11th.
Oh, my God.
12, Shania Twain, Come On Over.
His name's not Hootie, by the way.
Wow.
Oh, so Come On Over, I said.
Probably Peter. 13 is Garth Brooks, No Fences. 14, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
Great record.
15, one of your earlier guesses was Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard.
Well, yeah, that's up there.
Do you know that I Will Always Love You was originally done by Dolly Parton?
I did know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think if you were to ask most people, they would just think that's a Whitney Houston song.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I did not bad. That was fun for National Vinyl Day. And the off-topic, we got a lot of music stuff. And the off-topic topic is what's your go-to karaoke song and what's a karaoke song that's overdone and people should avoid singing in public. John Stanton at the top of the hour from the running room. Edmonton Marathon's on Sunday. Jay's running the half. Herdan's running the half. I'm going much lighter. I'm running the 5K. And running is a term I use very loosely when it comes to my ability. We got Jay's play of the day, and we'll look at the Elks' upcoming schedule and their playoff chances, too.
The Blue Jays open a 3-game series with the Chicago Cubs tonight. Toronto remains first in the AL, sitting 4.5 games ahead of the Boston Red Sox. Berrios starts for the Jays while Brown goes for Chicago. First pitch at 5:07. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks meet the Bellingham Bells in a semifinal matchup, with the winner advancing to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Catch it live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada rolled to a 9-1 win over Switzerland this morning at the Holinka Gretzky Cup. They'll take on Czechia tomorrow at noon. Sports Update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and an area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. You can also shop online at ParamountFlooring.ca. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Benny, and you've been told.
the oil stream.
Who are the top 5 Oilers captains in franchise in history?
Moose number 1.
Moose ahead of Gretz?
Yes.
Okay, who's number 2? Wayne?
It's got to be Wayne.
Where do you go from here?
Well, let's go through Bucky,
Yes, Shane Corson.
Doug Wade.
Franklin. Where does McDavid stack up in all of this?
I think he's pretty high up on the list.
The oil stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Do you have pets? Horses? Chickens? Did the place you used to get your feed recently close down? Have no fear. Clover Bar Feeds is here. Whether it's dogs, cats, horses, or chickens, Clover Bar Feeds has you covered. Offering a large variety of food and feed, you can trust the experts at Clover Bar Feeds. They've been family owned and operated for over 60 years. This means you can expect nothing less than top-notch service and selection. Come visit them at 200 Portage Close in Sherwood Park or visit them online at cloverbarfeeds.com.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
River Lion, coming after you. River Lion, you won't know what to do. Good in the water, good on the land. Get too close, he bites off your hand.
Benny, let me know when the mics are live. Oh, we're good. Okay, we're back. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. He's Jason Milne, the glue guy. I'm Reid Wilkins. He's going to the RIverhawks game tonight. I don't think I'll be able to make it tonight, but I was good. I was at both on the weekend, so you'll have the full on the scene reporting. You know what? Who's all going? Like all the Milnes?
So my whole family, and then our friends that are visiting from Victoria. They left our house on Monday, but they went to stay with her parents. But they're not leaving till later this week. So we decided we'd all go to the game tonight. And just a little shout out to Bruce from William Huff, who's there, who's also gonna, let me come down and check out his little suite he's got there. So the Milnes will be taking in.
Have your kids been to a RIverhawks game?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we've never.
Do they like baseball?
Oh, they love live sports.
Okay. Are they do they know the rules of baseball? Are they interested in that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because your kids are pretty sports savvy, but some, not all sports click for all people. Like I was texting with my cousin yesterday, the one who's getting married next Saturday, and she was like, "Yeah, I went to a RIverhawks game," and she's like, "I had no idea what was happening."
Well, that's okay too.
And I was like, "Well, they're trying to advance their runners from base to base," and she goes, "Really? I thought they had to stand still and just the ball moved around."
Oh,
I don't know if she was joking or not.
She'd tell me she's joking.
Yeah, I may have to talk to her. Have an intervention. I'll interrupt the wedding. Does anybody have any objections? Just a quick explanation to Oksana about the rules of baseball.
I need a clarification.
So let's Aunt Mary, you're first base. Okay. Mom, second. Cousin Bo, you're going to represent third. All right. The altar here is home plate. Okay. All right, let's pace this off. Okay, it's not quite 60 feet, but
forgive me.
Forgive me, Your Honor.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. Now, we've usually sat in the bleacher area. Just got like the lowest price, but the friends of ours, they're a baseball family.
Oh, nice.
So they wanted to, kind of be. So we picked our seats because we were right on it. So we're right, kind of in between home plate and what will be the Bells dugout, first row, right in there. But so we're behind
First
the
base
screen.
side,
so,
yeah.
but if they pop one up over the bat up high, is there still a probability? Because
It'd be tough. It'd be tough, but maybe. It'd have to go quite high.
What if I run up and beat somebody up
You'd
top?
look like a knob if you did that.
Dang it. So should I even bring my glove?
You might get, yes, you should. Because you'll look cool.
You gotta take the glove to the ballpark. These keep coming in, Reid. This is quite a topic. This comes in from a listener, Paul Amaral, he says, Paul the Hammer Amaral.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I think you should just
Is this
go
a new
by
guy? Is this a new texter?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I think you should just go by the Hammer. Want to dance with somebody, Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
As a possible karaoke song. Forgot About Dre. That goes from E-Town Beatdown. That would be a tough one to do. And Stand By Your Man.
Oh, yeah. Is that Tammy Wynette?
Could be.
Who did Stand By Your Man?
What do you think of this one? This one would fall into the list for me. I don't want to. It's been done.
Right.
Was 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, stay away from that one.
Steer clear.
Yeah.
That came in from the real Slim Davy. I don't know if he was saying.
Yeah, we don't know what they're nominating it for.
Or if. And then,
or maybe now that one's making a comeback.
Maybe
nostalgia. What was their other one? If I had $1 million.
Yeah. Friedel in the afternoon inbox says heel toe toe heel toe T-turn 1 2 3 clap step side step slip down touch 1 2 3.
That's the Cadillac Ranch line dance.
90s Alberta educational system at its finest. Well done.
All right. 780-218-9999. That's what Jay is looking at there. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. John Stanton, president of the running room, coming up in about 8 or 9 minutes. But first,
it's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 casino bonus by depositing $20 and using the code EST Casino. You can get a $50 free sports bet by depositing $20 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense. Now, astute listeners may say, Reid, you've been giving the same codes for the last couple of months. They do reset every month, right? So you can use the free each code once per month. So if you've did it in July, go ahead now and do it in August.
Okay, so we cashed last night. Went to the WNBA well. It did well. So we're going right back there. I got a 2-game parlay. So it's the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. Both are strong favorites to win. This was, when you put them as a parlay, minus 125, got boosted to even money. So you put $10 on it, you win $10. That is Jay's play of the day. Head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll see Jay's play of the day. The Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty, both to win, boosted to plus 100. And don't forget to use your game sense.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Awesome stuff. So glad we got the band to make that. Yeah, Jay's going to the RIverhawks game tonight. That is tonight at 7 at Remax Field. Are there still tickets available? I should ask Steve. I'll ask him. Because they did, Saturday's crowd was really, really good. Sundays for the elimination game wasn't as great, but they didn't know there was going to be a game, right? They've had a couple days to get this one going. So I'll check with Steve Hogle how they're doing for that one. And then the Stingers are on the road Thursday for a playoff game, single elimination in Calgary. Their head coach and GM, Jordan Baker, will be on the show a little bit later today, and will continue to tee up for the Edmonton Elks game.
There's very few tickets available.
Very few tickets left. Okay.
It's pretty much the outer...
Because this is it. They cannot, as I clarified, they cannot host the league final on Thursday. If the RIverhawks win, they're going to play the South team for the league championship on Thursday. So this is it for the RIverhawks this season. Is it going to be a decent night? Well,
Yeah,
I guess
it looks-
people are going to find out.
It's going to be, I think, just like this. I mean, I think
It'll
later...
get darker, though, throughout the game.
Well, possibly. I'm not sure, though. You know, the
Imagine
weatherman...
if the sun just stayed up. I'm not going down tonight.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
Isn't that a country song? Is that a Garth Brooks song? I ain't going down till the sun comes up. Who is that?
Ain't giving in till the...
Is that Garth Brooks?
That's Garth Brooks, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or is that Travis Tritt?
No, that's Garth Brooks.
Are you sure it's not Travis Tritt?
Yes, it's not Travis
It's not
Tritt.
Keith Urban?
It's not Keith Urban. It's Garth Brooks.
It's not Blake Shelton?
No.
That's the extent of the country artists that I know. Right there. That's the whole list.
Is that Garth Brooks?
All right. We will have more on the Elks throughout the course of the show. John Stanton, running room president. If you have any questions, like maybe you're running on the weekend, you want to get into running, fire them in for John. Jay has a lot of questions for John himself. Back after the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
I might hit for the psych for the
Here we
hearing.
go. You ready for this test?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you have difficulty concentrating on what people say to you, even when they're speaking to you directly?
Sometimes.
You scored 1,340 on the ADHD test.
A score of 1340 on an ADHD test is highly unlikely. Oh, no.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
If you aren't wearing a Connect belt, what are you waiting for? A one-size-fits-all belt with a smooth, hole-free track system makes it adjustable for the perfect fit. With fully customizable options, you can choose your belt color, material, and buckle to suit your style. 100% Canadian-owned and operated, Connect belts are designed for work, everyday wear, and even a round of golf. Check out the large selection of men's and women's styles at www.knktbelts.com. Connect Belts, the perfect fit every time.
Get ready for royalty with Elvis Presley and Elton John tributes at River Cree Resort and Casino. All Shook Up pays tribute to the 3 eras of Elvis in one magical show on August 17th. And catch Elton Ron, a tribute to Elton John, live on August 29th. Elton Ron will give you a taste of the Rocket Man in Canada. Get your tickets for both shows at rivercreeresort.com.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Blue Jays open a 3-game series with the Cubs tonight. Toronto remains first in the AL, sitting 4.5 games ahead of Boston. Burial starts for the Jays, while Brown goes in for Chicago. First pitch is at 5:07. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks meet the Bellingham Bells in a semifinal matchup, with the winner advancing to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Catch it live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada rolled to a 9-1 win over Switzerland this morning at the Helenka Gretzky Cup. They'll take on Czechia tomorrow at noon. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team full of specialists, and you got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Advantage Sports Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportsmed.ca to book an appointment today. Reid and Jay are returned back on the second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Benny, and now you're smart. SMRT.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta. Alberta. Where are you going this weekend? I'm going to Alberta. Gonna get some moonshine. Pan for gold.
Hoping to get one of those Calgary surges.
Yeah, nice. Calgary surge on their way out of town. So the Elks are home Friday again, 7 o'clock game against the Toronto Argos, who are not doing great. We're going to look at the power rankings later. We'll have to do that a little bit later on.
Yeah, sure.
We kind of went longer with some stuff in the first hour of the show.
You don't say.
That's never happened before. 780-218-9999 is how you can text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Available for dine-in and takeout. Not available on show nights, but a very good deal on the nights that you can get it. So you and Awanak will do the Green and Gold kickoff show 6 o'clock Friday from right here in the good old new studio.
Yes, sir.
And then you'll be on after the game as well. Now, Dusty's calling the game. I believe Dusty's calling the game.
He's got a back-to-back. So, yeah, he's doing...
Now, he called the only other home win they have this season. He called the Ottawa game, did he not? I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't remember.
I think he did that one.
So he's got the good vibes, good luck?
Right. Well, I don't know.
I wonder if
you're looking at 2-6, you're hoping anything pays off.
I wonder if we'll hear any special calls from our good friend Dustin Nielsen.
In trouble, trying to get away. He will not. Oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? He throws it away. It's picked up and brought back by Captain Thomas. Touchdown, Hamilton. What is happening? The Ticats strike again. Oh, my goodness.
One of the many low points from the Chris Jones era, Taylor Cornelius being sacked and trying to throw the ball left-handed and underhand and getting picked off in return for a touchdown. A game in which the Elks were like down 17-13 earlier in the third. They were fine. And then lost to the Hamilton Tiger Cats to go to 0-6 on the way to an 0-9 start. They would, a couple of weeks after that loss, be shut out by the BC Lions. And then finally win a game in Hamilton on August 17th and break that home losing streak on August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Flashing back to very dark days. Are we? Is it still? Do you can still consider this a dark time for the Elks, or do we have to see what happens in the next 3 or 4 weeks?
Well, I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel now.
I hope so.
Yeah, I like the way where this organization is heading. I'm a fan of Mark Killam. Biased, yeah, but I think he's the right guy, and I think he was not only. He was on the list to be a head coach in the CFL several other times.
Right.
Before.
He'd been in Calgary doing his thing for a long time.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said going into the game in Montreal, that for the Elks, I'm not even saying to make the playoffs. I'm saying for them to have a chance to make the playoffs, to make the final third of the season interesting. I said before the Montreal game, they got to win 4 of their next 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've won 1. Mm-hmm. So I still think they have to win 3 of their next 4. So the most likely scenario is you beat Toronto, You beat Ottawa. I do think they are capable of beating both those teams. I'm not going to guarantee anything with a 2-6 team, but to me, those are the other two bottom three teams in the league right now. And then you gotta win those, and then you gotta try and split the home and home.
So if they win, let's go hypothetical here. If they win the next two games, that improves their record to 4-6.
But I think they got to be 5-7 at the 2/3 point.
Okay, but if they win these next two games, does that now mean it's possible for them to split against Calgary?
Sure,
on Labor Day.
Sure.
Can you imagine if they were 5-7 after Labor Day?
Well, that'd be thrilling.
That'd be great. And there's 6 games left. I mean, they could finish up, 8-10?
Well, that's the goal.
9-9.
I think you have to get to 5-7 and then try to be 500 in your final 3 games. And then you're 8-10, and then maybe you get in. That's not going to guarantee anything. Is the video working, Ben? Have we tried to sort that out?
Yeah, he couldn't get it done, but he's over the phone if you want.
Okay. All right. We'll bring in John Stanton. He's going to be our voices of the game for Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. We're more than just plywood. We offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. With a huge selection of hardwoods and knowledgeable staff, we're here for all your DIY needs. Windsor Plywood Leduc, the experts you need to know. And he is the president of the running room. We love talking to him. It's John Stanton. John, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Good, Reid and Jay. Nice to hear you both running this weekend.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I always love talking to you. You've been great with me, and you do such a great job with the running room and obviously putting on races like this. So what are we looking at for the Edmonton Marathon? How many years are we into this, and how many people are we looking at running in all the events on Sunday?
Well, there's some records being broken. It's going to be a tremendous celebration for everybody that's worked hard in their training and getting prepared for the marathon and half marathon. There's 8,300 people competing this year. That's compared to 6,500 last year. So it's a huge growth. We've seen tremendous growth in young runners, aged 20 to 30. They've been taking a big interest in the marathon and half marathon.
So is it I would assume, just from talking to you in the past, but maybe it has changed. Is it still the half and the 10K that get the most people, or is now the marathon overtaking those?
No, it's still the half marathon is still the biggest one. Now, part of the reason this year is the half marathon is the Canadian Half Marathon Championships. So we've got a deep field of elite athletes, people like Cam Levins, who currently has a record time in the half marathon of 60 minutes, 18 seconds, if you can believe it. And he set a Tokyo Marathon, he ran 2:05:36. So you've got some people that are going to be fast,
okay,
to say the least.
So if people are lining the course, and they do downtown, out through Oliver, down towards the zoo and all that, was it Buena Vista is down there? They're gonna the people out there at the beginning, like they're gonna look like they're sprinting. That's how fast these elite half marathon guys go.
Oh yeah, no, it's incredible, and we've got that in the men's and women's division, and it's there's just the talent is available, and we're seeing that in Canadian sports, not just hockey anymore. We're seeing it in tennis, we're seeing it in running, where the young 20 to 30-year-old is really engaged in activity, sports.
John Stanton, running room founder and president, joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. John, you got Jay, and I've signed up for the half marathon. I'm not a runner. I played sports at a high enough level, but I've never ran a marathon, a half marathon, or even a 10K up until this point. So, I think it was in May. We were talking about it on one of our other shows, and one of the hosts, Hernan Salas, said, "Yes, I'm going to do it." And my wife and I had talked about it. Said, this would be something fun to do. Check a box and do this. I'm 43. I probably should have attempted this at a much younger age, being that it's my first time. But I'm in it. I've been training. Last weekend, I did a 15K leading up to it. I'm still here to talk about it, so I think I'm okay. But this week, Okay, so I've committed to just really trying to hydrate with water, obviously, maybe stretch a little bit more. But what other, like, I got to do another run, and I was hoping to do it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not sure if the weather's going to, work with me on that. But what length of run do you think I should do? When should I do it? And are there any other tips for me and other, armchair runners that are going to be trying to attempt to finish this race leading up to the event on Sunday?
Well, a couple of things. One, there's a fine line between being really fit and injured. So, as you progressed in your training and you built yourself up to 15K, you did exactly what you should have done. Is if you can run 80% of the distance in training, you'll run the balance on race day. You don't need to worry about the fact that you haven't run 21.1 kilometers during training, as long as you've done some runs in the 15-kilometer distance. The key this week is to give yourself as much recovery as you possibly can. Eat normal. They used to call it carbo loading, but what we do is we cut back on our training, and we're training a lot less, and we eat the same amount. You actually carbo load a bit. You're right in hydration. You should be drinking water to the extent that you're going to the washroom frequently and your urine is clear, and that's a good indication that you're well hydrated. Stay away from the celebration drinks till after the marathon or half marathon is a good indication as well. And get lots of rest and keep off your legs as much as possible.
Well, I can certainly do that tonight as I'm going to the RIverhawks game, and I've already told the people that we're going with that I said, look, I'm not going to have any beer this week. I want to make sure I'm as ready as I can be, and I'm already limited just by me being me, so I don't want to add any more issues that might get in my way. Now I haven't picked up my racing package, but I did get an email saying it's going to be ready for pickup Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So some of this information is probably in there, but race day for you. I mean, when I was running my 15K, I was at like a 7:20 pace. Okay, so
right.
The Reid has mentioned to me that there's bunnies or racing bunnies or somebody
there's pacers. Yeah, there's pacers, and they'll be in 15-minute categories, and they'll start at about 2:45 for the half marathon, and then there'll be 2:30, 2:15, all the way down to 1 hour. And that pace bunny would be Cam Levins. He'll do it in an hour.
Oh my gosh!
But it's incredible when you think of it. But there are pace bunnies, and for your first one, I would definitely hook up with one of the pace bunnies, because it would help you. Prevent you from going out too fast. If you talk to any long distance runner, they all tell you to be cautious in your first race, that you don't go out too quickly. The half marathon is really a 10K with a 5K at the end of it that you really have to dig down and work hard on. So, take your time and stay relaxed. It should seem like a training run for the first 15K of your run. And then the last 6K, you should be putting it all on the line if you're on a personal best time.
And so with that pace of 7:20, I should probably go in the 2:30.
Yep.
Finish time?
2:15. Yeah, 2:15 to 2:30. You're going to run faster than you think.
Okay.
Because the adrenaline and the synergy and the energy and the enthusiasm of the crowd, that all gets to us. But what's the key is don't let it get to you too much and go too fast. Just save a little.
Well,
I always
go ahead.
When I'm running, I always think about this, is that as I'm running, if I look ahead at about 20 yards and I see a runner, if I had to, I could accelerate and catch that runner. If you're running at that kind of pace, that's the kind of pace you should be running at. If you said, oh, gee, I can't catch that runner, I'm going as fast as I can, you're going a little too fast.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's a little, I was a little nervous heading into it. And then I was talking to Reid, I was talking to my other colleague, Hernan, who's doing the race as well. And I found out about these race bunnies that could set a pace for you. So that was that was very calming for me for sure. Now, did they stop it? Because, my 15K, I didn't run that straight, obviously, with that 720 pace.
They do. There's two types of bunnies. There's what we call a continuous bunny that runs continuously, and he'll run at a nice even pace all the way through. It's say 7 minutes per kilometer. He'll run a 7 minute kilometer pace bunny all the way through. And then we have what we call a 10 and 1, where they run for 10 minutes. They brisk walk for 1, run for 10, brisk walk for 1. And we've got both 10 and 1s and continuous run bunnies in the event, so that you can choose which one you want to do. I can tell you they finish at the same time, and usually the 10 and 1 group is larger by far.
Okay, well, this is making me very much so excited. Now, is this event sold out?
It's completely sold out. It's amazing. We had a cap of 8,300 people on it, and that's what we are at now, right at 8,300 people.
I wanted to ask you this. This came up earlier in the week when we were talking about this, and it's a bit of a cheeky question, so bear with me, John. But has anybody ever been caught cheating or skipping a block, or some?
Sure. Yeah, Rosie Rura, who was caught cheating in Boston, cheated on a Canadian, and she won the marathon supposedly. Then somebody realized she'd taken the subway partially and jumped out and finished. But today the technology has a way of catching you on that. You're given a chip in your race number, and that number is clocked at various points along the course, so that it's impossible to cheat now.
Okay, I was wondering how, because if there's 8,300 people, now I know they're not all in the half, but if there's 2,000 people in the half, and I got to be in the back of the line because I don't want to get in the way of those sprinters at the front, and I start my time at the same time, but I wouldn't start my time until I actually get to
the beep when you cross the starting line.
Okay. I thought I was behind pace at the start.
No. They have technology is really good. You can actually follow live tracking now, you can go on live tracking and you can actually see, okay, he's at the 18 kilometer mark, and now he's at the 19, and it'll give you your pace, and he slowed down a little bit. So technology has improved dramatically.
Okay, well, that'll be great for my wife and kids who are going to come out and support me and cheer me on to the finish. I wanted to ask you one other thing. This is an incredible event, and the more I'm learning about it, the more in awe I am of this event. And obviously, you've been a major pillar in making this happen. What is the biggest challenge for you and your team to pulling off this event?
Well, just the logistics. So one of our biggest fears this year is the forest fires and air quality, because you have to be concerned about the safety of the runners. That is always paramount, and that's always the concern. And of course, in Canada, with all the concerns regarding air quality, that's been a concern. But fortunately, with the weather the way it's been and the forecasting for the weekend is we're going to get some showers, which will help clear the air and keep it clear. And it looks like it's going to be decent weather for Sunday, and it'd be an ideal day to enjoy the celebration, because it is a celebration. You appreciate it because you've just gone through some training, and it's a celebration of all that hard training that you've done. And it's a chance to just celebrate and enjoy it. One of the things that they've added this year is that Bryce Howard Way is going to be closed, and there will be a block party held between 10 and 3 p.m. so people can congregate and meet. Families are waiting for somebody still on the course. They can meet in the Bryce Howard Way afterwards. So it's a good opportunity for people to come out and cheer your favorite runner on. Be a volunteer. They're always looking for volunteers. But the biggest challenge is really the safety and security of the runner.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start reminding people to go on the website too and check the traffic disruptions and all that kind of stuff if you're moving through downtown. John, love having you. I could read again. I'll throw you a couple more. I know we could probably do an hour just on this. So I'll ask for the very Cole's notes or how people can get started. Getting shoes. Like I through the years of me doing it, I've sort of found some shoes that I like, or when I go to a running room, I'll, talk to one of your associates and I'll try on maybe half a dozen pairs. But is there like a general recommendation for a new runner who might be intimidated trying to find a shoe?
Yeah, don't buy the shoe your buddy wears, or don't buy it by the price tag. Shoes are very prescriptive to one's body type. Some people pronate, which is your foot is collapsing. Some people supinate, which is where your foot is very rigid. We all have a different gait. You need to be fitted by somebody who can do what we call a gait analysis. And we take a look at how your foot strike hits the ground and how it reacts as you move forward. So the shoes vary in the price depending on the shoe itself. There isn't one shoe that'll fit all people,
Right.
So they're very prescriptive. It's like buying a set of eyeglasses is what I always compare it to. Is you want to go to an optometrist and get, fitted with eyeglasses, and so that they're unique to you. And shoes are very much the same. And that's why when you go into the store like the running room, you see this wall of shoes, and some of them are good for you and some are not. So you need to have some advice on that. And, it's not always the price point either. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting the shoe that's constructed properly for you that'll help prevent you from being injured.
John, one more for you. And again, I've been lucky enough to know you probably close to 15 years through, running myself and doing interviews surrounding the marathon and other events. And I know you're going strong, but it is 41 years of the running room that you founded. When you got going in 1984, if someone you would have met 10-year-old Reid Wilkins and someone would have said, this kid's going to be interviewing you someday. Just this incredible journey for you. Like, do you ever think back or just kind of take in all the people you've helped get involved in what becomes a passion? Does that affect you still?
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing better than, I do the co-announcing at the finish line, and there's nothing better than watching people come in that you've had a little influence on their training, and you see them coming in, you see the elation and the happiness of it. It's a community builder in itself. And the marathon, the Edmonton Marathon, is called the People's Marathon for a reason. It's the community supporting each other. And right now, in the difficult times that we're in politically and what have you, it's nice when we can get together and celebrate healthy living and celebrate community activities. You can't beat it.
John, Jay here again. I just had to jump in here one more time because your story of, this all started with the 3-kilometer fun run in 1981 with your boys, and you were self-proclaimed, chubby guy, smoking cigarettes every day. There's other people like that are listening. There's people like me that thought I would never be able to do this, that, thankfully with people like Reid and my wife and, have had the right people around me to help set me up to get prepared for this. But it's not just like, hey, go out and run a half marathon. The smallest little runs and the smallest efforts can make a big difference in someone that's struggling with, their weight or their lifestyle. What's the easiest way for them to do that? Like, is that something where you can just show up to your running room and say, hey, I want to get running. How do I start?
Yeah, and you can do that. Come to the running room. We've got all kinds of information and advice we can give you, and clinics and what have you. But more importantly is to start with just making an appointment for yourself. If you're going to do it on your own, just make an appointment and say, I'm going to dedicate an hour a day for my own personal fitness, and start by walking. Once you walk for an hour, then what you can do is start interspersing some running with some walking, and do the combinations of running and walking. And pretty soon you'll realize that you're an athlete. There's an athlete hidden in all of us. Some of us just need a little help in awakening that. And you've been inspired by your wife and your co-workers and what have you. You can also be the inspiration for other people, because they're going to see you and say, hey, this guy's 43 years old and look at what he's done. He's kind of turned his life around in many ways, and makes you appreciate it. And it's good for stress release. We sleep better. We eat better, because there's a natural transition to healthier eating as we exercise more. And so it's pretty good investment in time and effort.
John, well said. So happy to have you on the show. I know we've done a lot of these over the years, but first time for you on the Reid Wilkins Show on Edmonton Sports Talk. Thanks for doing this. I know it's a busy week for you. Hopefully I'll run into you on the weekend. Well, not on the course afterwards, like not run into you, like I can counter you. Yeah. Thanks, man.
We'll see you at the finish line. Yeah.
Right on.
Both of you.
Right on.
Get to smile.
John Stanton, president of the Running Room and founder as well, of course. Incredible guy. Great story. Great interview. As you heard there, knows pretty much everything there is to know about running. And I'm glad you seem calmer about it the last couple of days.
I am.
That's good.
Yeah, I just feel
you're
like
going to love it, man.
Yeah, I feel like having somebody there or a group of people that I'm running with that I know we're all there to achieve the same goal is calming, because at one point I thought I'm just going to be alone on this racetrack.
No, God, no.
And it's good. And I feel a lot more, and that's probably a huge thing, motivationally wise, mentally wise, getting prepared for that is knowing that it's, you're not alone. You're going to be with other people that are all there just trying to do the same thing, and that's cross the finish line.
So it is a joyful day. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to feel tired. I'm not saying you're not going to feel pain.
That I'm
not going to say you're like it's a long time out there. For you, whatever it's going to be. For me, it was around 2 hours once I sort of got to be a better runner. Like stuff happens with your body and how you feel, right? But there's literally thousands of people out there. So that's crazy. That's cool. And Jay, you're going to be surprised as you go through some of the neighborhoods, people will lining the course. And now sometimes there might be, someone from William Huff is running. Well, people from that office will go, but they're going to cheer on other people. Like their buddies only going by for a few seconds at whatever time. And I don't know if they still do this, but if you signed up early enough sometimes for races, your first name would be on your bib.
Oh.
Okay, so you're going to have to get a bib and pin it to your running shirt, okay?
Yeah.
Sort of like a pre-race ritual. It's really fun. But then when you're running, like people can see your name. So like if they do this year, you're going to hear people say, "Looking good, Jay, keep going." And you'll be like, "How the hell do they know my name?" And then you realize they're reading it off your name.
Right.
Like it's so invigorating, and it's so positive, and it's so rewarding at the finish line. And that's why I'm so happy that you're experiencing this, that Hernan is experiencing this. And it's just a great experience. And, I at Bruce Bowie at Ched, he ran, I don't know what he was, 36 marathons or maybe more. And he'd gone to like Cuba and had traveled to do them. So I used to talk to him about running, and he had a great phase. Like, remember, you're a completer, not a competitor. Now, you're going to be self-competitive, but once you get out there, like you really just take it in. Like of course you're concentrating, but there's it's so much different than your training runs. There's so much more to look at and experience and see that's really cool. Now, yes, you're going to be tired. Like I know going to the last couple K down Jasper Ave, and I'm always downtown. So it's like, I knew exactly, oh God, I'm still not at Underground yet or whatever, but you're going to have such a great time, and you're going to feel so good when you finish. And I want to remind you of this. You've put the work in. Like, it's not like you're unprepared. I'm not saying that it's easy, but you have to remember you have accomplished a lot just by getting to the starting line on Sunday.
You said that to me.
You got to remember that when you're in that corral, squeezed in with all those other people, that you're like, most of this is behind me for this race. I mean, hopefully you'll want to do more, but in terms of the Edmonton Half Marathon, most of it's going to be behind you by 7:45 Sunday. And now you get to experience the actual race.
You said that to me early on in the process, that you've already won by just being at the starting line. And I was like, well, you still got to run that race. But yeah, I mean, you've ran, I don't know how many, kilometers I've ran throughout this process, getting prepared for it. But yeah, that's now it makes a lot more sense hearing you say that again. So thanks for saying that. I'm excited. And I know that when you're in that starting block, or where you said that shoot, it's gonna be a different feeling, and there's gonna be a flip that's gonna switch, or a switch that's gonna flip, and it's go time. So
and the weirdest part, I think, for me, I think you'll experience the same thing because we're pretty similar how we see the world. I think the first K is gonna be weird because you've never done a race. And you've never been around other people. I mean, you might pass the occasional runner when you're out, but now there's and everybody's trying to find their pace, and you got to watch who's going by me. Like, oh, is
there a lane? Like, do I stay to the right if I'm slower?
You should try. But there's a lot of people. After about a kilometer, it starts to spread out.
Okay.
But that's even as I got to be, because usually my calendar, I would usually only do a couple races a year. I do the 15K on Canada Day, and I do the half marathon in August. And I'm doing the 5K this Sunday, and hopefully this sets me back into, I don't know if I'll do halves again, but maybe I can do 5s or 10s. But even the first kilometer, it's like, holy crap, like where all these people come from? So you get the energy from it, but it's also a technical thing all of a sudden you have to worry about.
Yeah.
And I sort of did get a little more used to it. Like, okay, like just still try to settle in, even though it's early. Pass who you might need to pass. Make sure you're not going to elbow anybody when you go by, and then it spreads out after the first K. Well, that went on a while, but that was awesome, buddy.
I think it was worth it.
We'll talk more about that buying or selling for Damon Bunting when we get back. We got some discussion about how and why players take abuse, specifically members of the Edmonton Oilers. Here's Benny.
The Blue Jays start a 3-game series with the Cubs tonight. Toronto leads the AL, holding a 4.5-game advantage over the Red Sox. Berrios gets a start for the Jays. Brown for Chicago. First pitch is at 5:07. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks face the Bellingham Bells in the semifinal, with the winner moving on to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Listen live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada hammered Switzerland 9-1 this morning at the Holinka Gretzky Cup. Next up is Czechia tomorrow at noon. The sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood the Duke, locally owned and operated, serving the Duke and surrounding area since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood the Duke. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Benny, and that's the way it is.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Rod Smith, CFL on TSN.
As much as I'm a Trey Ford fan, I think it was a good idea to make the switch. That comeback, just one of those things you could see it brewing as they drove down with seconds ago. I thought, no, is this really going to happen? And the fact it was Keon Julian Grant as well. It was a great play by Julian Grant at the 5, that second effort to get into the end zone. I thought that was storybook. That was pretty cool to see.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Get ready for royalty with Elvis Presley and Elton John tributes at River Cree Resort and Casino. All Shook Up pays tribute to the 3 eras of Elvis in one magical show on August 17th. And catch Elton Ron, a tribute to Elton John, live on August 29th. Elton Ron will give you a taste of the Rocket Man in Canada. Get your tickets for both shows at rivercreeresort.com.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Okay, 2 kids, 2 backpacks, lunch bags. Wait, where are the school books? Back to school doesn't have to mean the everyday rush and stress of looking for your kids' items. Have more zen in your mornings. Find space for your family's needs with Sentinel Storage. Go back to school with 4 weeks free. Reserve your space today and find the peace of mind your morning needs. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Oh, is this now? You mean we have a show, Ben? You need us on? We're here, baby. Don't worry. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. What's going on Limerick-wise?
We got some good ones. Let's get into it. This is from Big Uke.
Good guy.
RIverhawks.
He's emailing you now.
He is.
He's finally including
my guy.
you.
My
Nice
guy.
going, Big Uke.
Thank you. This is his Limerick number 138, by the way. RIverhawks battle tonight. Winner goes to the ship. A loss tonight. Some fans' eyes will drip. Karaoke song choice? Poison fans rejoice. If you only have one, what's your choice of chip?
Okay. Taking us on a journey there.
What's your choice of chip?
Oh, that Applewood smoked barbecue.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, I would have to go with Doritos Zesty.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Safe choice.
Let's do one more from Bronco Nick. Bronco Nick made his hangout debut today. Talked a bunch of footy. I used to play. Iwanic is a weapon. What did we step in? He looks like Peter Griffin. You don't say?
My goodness. All right. Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Our emails. Buying or selling, presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. Buying or selling, if the half marathon suddenly got moved to tomorrow morning, you could do it.
Yeah. Buying.
You're ready. You're totally ready.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much is going to change from now until Sunday. I think doing a run tomorrow, which I might have to now do on Thursday, we'll see. I probably will do it Thursday because we're working out tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'll probably do it Thursday.
Oh, yeah, don't do both, yeah.
Thursday morning. Do, I don't know, 6, 7K. See how I feel. Just a nice light run. Try keep that pace. Then I'll be good to go. I have a feeling that this adrenaline thing that you've talked about is going to, well, see, I'm not as fearful of it hindering me now, because now that I have the bunny that is the pace setter,
yep,
I'm not going to come out and kill myself early and run at a pace that's too strong and, oh, look, everybody's excited. Yeah. You know, I feel so much better about that. Buying or selling, Reid, I will finish sub 240.
Oh, totally buying.
You are.
I think you might finish sub 230.
Oh, boy.
I think you're going to surprise yourself.
Oh,
now,
baby.
again, the time doesn't matter.
No.
Everybody's going to ask you your time. I'm going to ask you your time. if you do this again, you're going to want to do a better time.
Sure.
If you beat your time next time, you're going to celebrate and I'm going to celebrate. But having said that, your time does not define your worth, Jason.
Well, thank you.
But having said that, it's fun to have a goal in mind. Like I would always have a goal in mind. Sometimes you might do it, sometimes you might not. But I think given your past athleticism, given your training, and given your commitment and determination, you will be sub 240, maybe sub 230.
Well, at a 7:20 pace, that's a 2 hour and 31 minute.
Yeah, you'll be sub 230. I really think you'll be sub 2.5 hours because I think at some point, Jay, you're gonna settle in.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I showed you my 2019 race.
Yeah.
Remember kilometers 5 through 18.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was been running a while.
That was incredible.
So that was a run of my life.
My pace that I've been like, okay, this is good at. And now keep in mind, mine's been a little bit of a hilly pace.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a little bit of a faster pace, but mine's been comfortable at 7:20. Reid, when he ran the half, was what, 5:10, 5:12, 5:18?
I'm getting it right now. I got my Garmin account on my computer.
So you were just over 2 hours to finish that then? Or was that sub?
No, I was 150.
You were 150.
That was the run of my life.
My goodness.
This was the last time I did a half marathon in August of 2019. Now, as you know, I still am nowhere near an elite runner, but for me, but anyway,
that's very fast.
But what was it from kilometers like 5 through 18? I was 5:05 to 5:10 for every kilometer, like just banging them out. You're going to find that at some point where you're just going and you're going to be like, and that was great how John put it. If you could accelerate and pass a guy 30 meters ahead of you or whatever he said, you're probably running a good pace because you don't need to accelerate at that point. You need to keep going. So that's why I think you're going to reach that point where you're like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean, again, there's fatigue and stuff that comes along with it, but you're just going to feel in a groove, like settled in. And just going. And then, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, like kilometers 18, 19, and 20, 21 might not be easy.
But then at that point, you're on Jasper Ave.
Right.
You're in the
finish is there. And I always reach the point where it's like, hey, I'm going to finish. That's the main thing.
Right.
If I get a little slower here, it's cool. I'm going to finish.
Yeah, but your last kilometer in that race, the run of your life was like 4 something. Low 4.
Well, that's because it's only 100 meters. The 22nd kilometer is just 100 meters long, right?
Okay.
So I got my lap times right here. Yeah, that last little 100 meters was 4:39. So starting with the first 16 kilometers of the race, I had 1 kilometer that was 5:18. Everything else was between 5:05 and 5:15.
Wow.
Per kilometer. Like I was just, and like look at starting with kilometer 8, 5:10, 5:05, 5:06, 5:08, 5:08, 5:09, 5:09, 5:07, 5:09. Like I was a machine.
Man.
Like that's the run of my life. Like I'll never, obviously I'm not a high level athlete, but for me, I feel like that's the peak of what I'm going to achieve athletically.
That's crazy. That's impressive.
But again, okay, so this was the run of my life. Okay, so I did the half marathon in 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 19 seconds. There are going to be people finishing it in an hour on Sunday. In an hour.
That's incredible. Like that is incredible. It really is. I mean, I guess you could get there with a couple years of training, but well,
you'll get there. If you keep doing it, you'll get better, and you'll kind of find a pace. And like if you let's say you start doing 2 half marathons a year, it's going to be mass improvement probably from the first one to like the 4th or 5th one, and then you'll find like, okay, this is sort of the range of runner that I'm in.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Sure, I would improve. I just don't know if I'm going to continue this.
Oh, fair enough.
I might.
Oh, maybe you'll run 10s or 5s.
Yeah, 10s would be fun.
Actually, 10's still a pretty respectable distance.
Yeah.
Well, really, anything you want to do and finish is a good distance.
There you go.
We are in the Banquet studio, craving a late night snack. Check out the Banquet's new late night happy hour menu, Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. until close. Enjoy favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or the Banquet burger at happy hour prices. The Banquet, get real, play hard. Yeah, Penner's Pancakes in the nasty chat. An hour, holy hell. Yeah, what did he say? One of the guys who's running on Sunday in the
60-18.
1 hour and 18 seconds. That was his time for 21K. Not bad. All right. We still have Jordan Baker coming up. He's the head coach and GM of the Edmonton Stingers. We have the oil understood for GCL Diesel next.
The Blue Jays open a 3-game set with the Cubs. Toronto sits atop of the AL standings. 4.5 games ahead of Boston's. Berrios takes the mound for the Jays with Brown starting for Chicago. First pitch is at 5:07. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks clash with the Bellingham Bells in the semifinal, with the winner advancing to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Catch it live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada dominated Switzerland 9-1 this morning at the Helenko Gretzky Cup. They'll go head-to-head with Czechia tomorrow at noon. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
The EST Hangout.
I do have concerns with Dan Campbell. I love his riverboat gambling style of coaching in a way. One of these years, it's going to cost him.
Would Dan Campbell have ran the ball with Marshawn Lynch on the 1-yard line in the Super Bowl that year?
I don't know, because there's a great article in the Washington Post, though, that says Bill Belichick baited Pete Carroll to do that. It was actually a brilliant coaching move by Bill Belichick that forced Pete Carroll to throw that football.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YEG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YEG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Yeehaw! Yee Country Night is back. Celebrate all things country and western Friday, August 15th at 7 p.m. as your Edmonton Elks take on the Toronto Argos. Presented by Coconut Cowboy Rum. This game will feature the 3rd annual EE Bull Riding Competition. Country music all night long, plus a petting zoo and pony rides for the kids. This night is sure to be a blast, so giddy up and get your tickets now, starting at just $20 at goelks.com.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Goodbye. You sure are going to miss them, but their room would make a great yoga studio. Store their childhood treasures safely with Sentinel Storage and find some space for you. Try 4 weeks free. sentinelstorage.ca.
All right. Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. It's 4:48. He's our glue guy, Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Ben Thompson is at our technical desk as we're with you until 6 o'clock. On Friday at 6 o'clock, we will transition to the Green and Gold kickoff show with Milne and Awanek leading into the Elks and Argos at 7 there on Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, as the Elks will try to grab another victory and stay afloat in the race for a playoff spot in the Canadian Football League. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with the all-new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instants, and of course, sports betting. You can go to playalberta.ca or go to the app and click on sports and then click on EST specials. You find a lot of fun stuff there, including Jay's play of the day. If you're listening on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, we appreciate it. Also, thank you if you got us going on YouTube. Subscribe to the Edmonton Sports Talk YouTube channel if you haven't already. And remember, click that thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, Lars says, I did an hour for 5K at the age of 50. I thought I did good. LOL. Yeah, the whoever wins the half marathon Canadian Championship on Sunday, maybe it's going to be you. We'll do it in about an hour. And it's so I'll get it. You know what? We can do the next thing at 5. We got a few minutes here. Sure. I'm enjoying talking running, and I get a sense the audience doesn't mind it either. Because either they're runners or they're hearing things like, because a lot of people said, hey, man, this makes me want to run, which is pretty cool. So I mentioned, Jay, I used to run, and maybe I'd love to do it again someday. There's a 15K on Canada Day, and that's kind of not a common distance for a race. Okay? So when I first started running, I think it was 2009, and I did a 5K on Canada Day, and then I kind of kept running throughout the summer. I was like, hey, I kind of like this. And then I thought, okay, my plan for 2010 will be to run the 15K on Canada Day, because there's a 5 and a 15, and then do a half marathon in August. Because I thought if I can do a 15K, you can do a 21K. So the 15K starts at the ledge, okay?
Okay.
Goes down the hill
towards RIverhawks?
No, the other way. Goes down the hill to River Valley Road, but you go west on River Valley Road. Okay?
Yep.
You go across the Grove Bridge, past the Mayfair, and then you go into Horlick Park. That's about 3.5K. For a runner of my caliber, when I was going in, and it's about 2.5K around Horlick Park. Okay? As I was entering Horlick Park, the leaders of the race were exiting Horlick Park.
Jeepers.
So you see them going by you in the opposite direction, and you're like he's sprinting. Like, how is he going that fast for 15K? Well, people can do it.
Wow.
Like
that's mind-boggling.
So they went about 6K in what it took me to go 3.5.
Well, I wonder then at what point am I going to see the leader, the person that's wanting to do this in an hour, running past me? I guess.
Well, you won't see them.
There's not. Don't you run this way on one side of the road and that way on the other?
Oh
side
yeah, you'll see them coming back. Sorry, yeah. I misunderstood what you meant.
I think I see him coming now.
Yeah, you're gonna hear these footsteps.
I think I hear him coming now.
And here's another thing you may experience. So you're right. When you're going out, at some point the leaders are going to be coming back, and there'll be a police motorcycle. I'm trying to remember, usually a police motorcycle or and then a cyclist, and they'll kind of be like, runner coming through, one runner coming, because again, those guys are competing. So they don't want the Jason Milnes and Reid Wilkins of the world drifting over to their side of the track. And again, usually it's sort of a stay right scenario.
Right.
So that's another new thing you'll probably experience. The leaders of the pack, so to speak, will have some sort of motorized and pedal bike escort to clear the way for them.
What was I took a picture of my last run and I sent it to you. Yeah, so that was an hour and 41 minutes or that I had run. And that was a 7:24. That's what my pace finished up being.
Okay. So what is that for 21K? Did you convert it?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours and 30.
You said it.
31 minutes.
You'll be fine. Again, no hills. That does make a difference.
I think it will. That's when I would find myself needing to take a break. And going downhill isn't necessarily a dream either. Like a decent decline. It's a little bit of a different, it's harder on your knees.
Yeah, you sort of gotta, there's an art to running it downhill. that you can help yourself with the speed, but you got to make sure you got the right posture and stride.
Shout out to Jasmine in the nasty chat, always sending
What is with this?
Always sending just words of encouragement and support. She says a surgeon died running a triathlon in Toronto on Sunday.
Well, where's the Debbie Downer music when you need it?
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, thanks, Jasmine. Boy, Jay's really pumped up now.
I am excited to run a flat-ish track.
And was he running a triathlon? Was he swimming a triathlon? Or was he biking a triathlon, Jasmine? Huh? Smarty pants?
Oh, you suck.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No,
he's gonna. I hope she's laughing.
Well, Scalding Gourd, he's very supportive here. He says, Jay, if you guys know where your energy may be low, let us know. That's where us EST backers will set up. I would say anywhere back on the coming back side of Jasper Ave.
Yeah, it gets crowded closer to the finish line, though.
Right.
I mean, because what did he say? 8,300. He didn't say the specific, but the half marathon has the most people, and that's another thing. Like finding your family after. Okay, so you cross the finish line. I got to tell you all this stuff.
Yes, please.
You cross the finish line. They'll usually have a row of volunteers there to give you a medal and maybe a water or a drink if you want it. But you get a medal right away. Do not stop walking.
Get out of there.
Yeah, get out of it because you don't want someone plowing into you or whatever, and you want to keep moving. So you got to walk, but then it's still fenced on both sides. So it's not like you got to keep walking, get out of that sort of fenced area, and then see where your family is. And are you taking your phone with you or what?
Yeah, I'll run with my phone.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah, I usually don't run with my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't take a call during the race anyway.
Oh, you never know. Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com doesn't sleep.
Reid, what are you doing? Just running a half? What's going on?
No, I need my phone because then I can listen to a podcast.
You're not going to listen to something during the race.
Yes, I am.
Are you serious?
Of course.
During the actual half marathon, you're going to... I don't...
As opposed to what?
I don't know if you'll want to.
I only put one earbud in.
Okay.
So I can still hear things. I don't... That would be incredible. Like running itself is somewhat boring.
Okay, here's a question for the runners out there. Do you listen to something when you run? Because I never do, and I prefer not to.
Really?
Now, running on the treadmill in the house, I'll put something on a screen because that's different. Running outdoors, never music. I just like being out there and just clearing my mind or thinking about what I want to think about. I don't want music or anything.
I might listen to this show again. Just so I can listen to John Stanton
for inspiration
and words of encouragement and this whole discussion back and forth. Jasmine hoping that I don't finish the race in an awful
Jasmine with these
manner.
subtle suggestions like,
hey,
Jay,
don't die out there, Jay.
Hey, fun fact, 31.2% of half marathon runners have severe back pain within 90 minutes of finishing the race. Thanks, Jasmine.
Thanks, Jasmine.
That's great. That's great.
I don't know how you couldn't listen to something. So, okay, here's
quite
the funny
easily.
thing.
I would never want to.
Okay, here's a fun story from my 15K. I was feeling it at about 12K, that is.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't like, okay, I don't know if, I have the mental wherewithal to just say, no, let's do this. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
But I switched from podcasts and I switched over to Spotify and I just put on a Metallica playlist. And as soon as I did that, I got a boost of energy.
Oh, that's good.
So I know I have that in my back pocket too.
Okay. Well, good. If that were, I know like above average in the nasty chat. Is that Trev? Says music is a must. It really isn't for me. I just like and on days like when I used to run more regularly, it was nice just to have that time. Like there's nothing in your brain. You're just focusing on your running and how you're feeling.
I can't handle that. If I don't have anything on my brain, then I think about how awful I'd rather, or how much I'd rather be doing something else.
Oh, really?
Running.
Oh,
yes.
So I never felt
I'm not
that way.
I'm not in love with runner.
If anything, I would feel like I wish I could run further.
Mex Bezzozu kind of sums it up. He says, I have to listen to a podcast. I get bored easily. That's me.
Okay.
And I'm going to be, saving up a couple hours worth of podcasts. And then once Jasper Ave hits, I'm going to rip some Metallica.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Maybe some Poison.
I support whatever people want, but I really don't need
Def
to listen
Leppard.
to. Yeah. You listen to Pour Some Sugar. I love what John Stanton said. There's an athlete hidden in all of us. That's a great line.
He was very inspirational. And reading his story leading up to this, I mean, that guy, he's become a very successful man. I'll tell you that with this running room. But he was it made it sound like he was the one that came up with that 10-1 running idea to stretch it out into distances is run 10, go 1. Run 10, go 1.
Right.
And that's 10 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to choose. I might need your help on suggesting you just run with the pack that's a lower, slower pace, or do you run at a little bit of a faster pace and walk for a minute?
Well, have you been walking?
I've been walking, but like for instance, my last one, I purposely went all the way to, it was just shy of 10K before I stopped. And it was after a hill. I was bagged. A big hill.
Right.
So if there's no hills and I'm going the right pace, I might be able to just do it.
Yeah, I think you might be able to too. Or you might start with the 10 in one group and then get to a certain point and be like, you know what, I can just run.
Is that allowed?
Yes. The pace bunnies are a suggestion. It's not like you're tied to the pace bunny.
But then I'm alone again, and I don't want to be alone.
There are always people around. Don't worry about it.
Maybe I could sync up with somebody else. You going for 2:30, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
Hey, bro, it's Jay. Gonna run with you.
Yeah. Because I don't have I have that Garmin watch that I use is like 20 some years old. It's my wife.
I'm surprised it works.
And she doesn't have, I can't wear it as a watch.
Oh, it
just sits in my pocket.
It's like a pocket watch. You should get a chain on it.
Maybe I'll
and then run with a monocle.
Fashion a bracelet for it.
All right, 780-218-9999 is how you text the afternoon inbox. Presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Oil Understood and Jordan Baker coming up. 5 o'clock break first.
Two guys and a goalie.
What do you think of Nurse convincingly winning over Justin Schultz?
I agree with it because Justin Schultz was here at a time when everyone was bad. Although he had high hopes put on him by Mac T, Darnell Nurse has been here for the rebirth of the Oilers becoming a powerhouse. Of course, his play is going to be scrutinized.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet in Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
The Blue Jays kick off a 3-game series with the Cubs tonight. Toronto remains on top of the AL, holding a 4.5 game lead over the Red Sox. Berrios gets a nod for the Jays while Brown starts in Chicago. First pitch is in 4 minutes. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks battle the Bellingham Bells in the semifinal, with the winner earning a spot in Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Listen live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada crushed Switzerland this morning, 9-1 at the Holinka Gretzky Cup. They'll face Czechia tomorrow at noon. More of Reid and Jay here as we move into the final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Ben Archer, shooting you the news.
What was that one, Ben? How did you sign off on that one?
I'm Ben Archer, shooting you the news.
Oh, I like that one. Now, have you been Ben Archer all day today?
No.
Sometimes you're still Ben Thompson.
Sometimes I'm Ben Thompson. Sometimes I'm Benny. Sometimes I'm Ben Archer.
You're trying some stuff. This is the time in your career to try it. Try it out. This is a good environment to try it.
I with these sign-offs, it's made it a whole lot more fun to do sports updates.
Yeah, or maybe you're just the guy who's known for a different sign-off every time.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Every show I do a sports update, I take in nasty suggestions.
Have those all been suggestions?
The last one was me. The last one
was you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Benny at EdmontonSportsTalk.com if you want to send him some sign-off sports update suggestions. This comes in on the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. RC and Ladner. Gentlemen, here are my go-to karaoke faves and an overdone tune. He says, upbeat tune, Rock This Town by the Stray Cats.
Okay.
He says, can't say what he said. Wicked Game by Chris Isaac.
Oh, wow.
My wife's favorite and hardest lyrics to learn, I've Been Everywhere Man by Hank Snow.
Okay.
And Overplayed, this one is so true. Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler.
Ooh.
Have you heard Total Eclipse of the Fart?
I have not. Is that a Weird Al song?
I think so. Maybe I made it up. And this one here, Gold Medal Mark, who was on the Hangout the other day. We know he's 70,000 tons of metal. I believe he's on CKUA Saturday nights, or one of them is Friday morning. He says, Jay, you need a song to play as you cross the finish line? I'm your finish line DJ. So he's DJing, and I heard this on the Hangout. He's the DJ that plays the music as you're crossing the finish line.
Right. And
so he could track me and see where I am and know that I'm a minute or 2 minutes out, and then just let Enter Sandman come on.
Here's what happens, as I remember it. There's a pad you run over about 100 meters from the finish line. So John Stanton, I don't know if he's doing it, Mark Connolly's done it in the past, they see that. That's who's coming up. So then they can announce Jason Milne featuring Booger Boogerton, Jablonski. Jablonski, where's your bib? You lost your bib, Jablonski. Right? So that's how they'll know. So I don't think he will track you specifically, but there's because you're going to see it on the ground. Like there's things you cry if it's the same, because your bib's going to have like a chip or something behind it. Remember the first year I did something, they gave you something to tie to your shoelace, and that was your chip.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Interesting.
This is great. I'm so excited for you to do this. I love talking about running.
I'll have to hang my bib in the bullpen.
Yeah, when you're done, you and Hernan can put them side by side.
We could start collecting them here.
Well, that's a good. I kept mine for a while, but eventually I threw them out.
As athletic achievements.
Yeah, we could.
The EST wall of athletic achievements.
Well, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if somebody has a good round, we could put our running bibs. If somebody has a good round of golf, like a good, not every round. If somebody was like, hey, I actually did a personal best round, or I got 3 birdies in a row for the first time
That'd
ever.
be fun for the bullpen.
Yeah. And then...
Because you'll get a bib from your 10K or 5K.
I will get a bib.
Well, we're hanging that bad boy up.
This is my possible return. Well, it is my return to racing. It's my first race in 6 years.
This is big.
It's not at the distance I used to do.
Maybe we'll get John Stanton to sign them.
Well, that'd be cool, actually. Mm-hmm. Prairie Girl in the nasty chat. Islands in the Stream, 1983, most played song. We're also talking about... Would Islands in the Stream be a karaoke song you wouldn't want to hear? Would that be kind of like, puke?
If a husband-wife combo went up there and did it, like it was done, I would love to hear it, especially if they did it well and, respectfully and, put some respect on that song. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
What if it was like,
if they were just 2 drunk, flailing idiots up there, I'd say get them off the stage. Boo. Right. Boo!
You suck.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Let's dive into the oil understood for GCL Diesel. By the way, GCL Diesel.
Well, what can we say?
We love them.
Cam from GCL Diesel was here this morning. We wanted to show him the new digs, and we had a great conversation. And he told us a story about how his one of his partners was out getting supplies for a home renovation that he's going through. And the person at I think it was a plumbing supply store, noticed he was wearing a GCL Diesel hat, and he said, "Oh, do you work there?" And the guy, yeah, I do. And he said, "Oh, GCL Diesel." And his partner was like, "Well, what?" And he said, "Oh, the Reid Wilkins Show." And then the guy's like, "Yeah, understood."
Well, let's make those people happy. GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Understood. All right.
We should do that, but we'll just use...
Yeah, I'll have to just do the hand signal.
Yeah.
Like the guy, we'll have to get the lawyers that were the accountants that were doing the draft,
the lottery
NHL draft. So for the people on video, when you see the start of the show and Jay's doing these hand signals, that's because it was like, okay, draw the new ball. And I don't do it every time, but I'll mime taking out a lottery ball. But anyway, GCL Diesel understood. So the boys on some of the other shows, the Oil Stream and the Nielsen Show, they've been doing these Oilers whipping boys or Oilers picked on players over the years. There's a vote. They're having some fun with that. But then you and I got talking this morning about the nature of, and we're not talking about opposing players being booed. We're talking or being disliked. We're talking about players, on the Oilers. Kind of an Oilers central topic, but I guess it could go towards other things. But because who is today? Tom Poti against Bouchard as for being a whipping boy. I don't even know who won. It was close, right? But to me, it was Poti, no doubt. And as you mentioned, Cam from GCL Diesel was here, and we were saying like Poti was booed when he touched the puck. Mm-hmm. Like Poti was booed. Bouchard, it frustrates people, us included sometimes, but he's never been booed on home ice. Like if anything, I feel as if when one of those players score, or do something well, the crowd in the stadium is really excited about it, right? So I'm wondering now, when you and I were kids, it was different. Somebody like Benny, they're not going to remember this. It's a different environment. Social media wasn't an outlet.
No,
it wasn't an outlet. So if you wanted to express your disdain for a local player, a player on the team you cheered for, you might have to go to a game and boo the guy.
Yes.
To show the GM, I don't like this guy, to show the coach, I don't like that you're using this guy, or just to tell that player, I hope I rattle you and I run you out of town, right? Early in my tenure, going to Oilers games as in my role with Ched, I maybe remember a little bit of booing of Horkoff. I don't remember any other booing. Now, the team's been better recently, but there's still players that aren't liked. I don't remember any other booing except for booing Dustin Schwartz during the pregame intros at the home opener last year, which you and I talked about. I didn't like. I don't think you liked it either.
Nope, not a fan.
I mean, sure, sometimes the team might get booed after a bad period or a bad run, but like a home team player just for touching the puck or being on the ice, I don't recall any booing in the last 15 years. And I wonder if social media has changed that. Like now people can just go to their phones and who knows, maybe even have multiple accounts. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. This guy sucks. Look at his stats. Look at what he did with the puck again. Look how soft he is. I don't know. I wonder if it's changed. Ben, you can chime in on this too. I wonder if this has changed in the digital era too, or the social media era.
Yeah. I think it's also like can be the cool thing to rally on. You know what I mean? Like amongst like, I think when newer fans are coming into, watching this sport and they see, oh, this is the stereotypical person that everyone hates. I think that's already putting that notion on someone when they're first, I knew some people that were just getting into the sport and they were Toronto Maple Leafs fans. And they hated Mitch Marner. I'm like, why does Mitch Marner? Why do you hate Mitch Marner? Oh, he sucks. He's horrible. He's a 100-point scorer though. He's a pretty damn good. He's a good damn player. I don't know. Everyone says he sucks. I don't like.
So this is
watch him.
Just to enter the dialogue on social media.
Watch him like he sucks.
Right.
Like no, actually, like he's a pretty damn good player. They don't know the actual story. Like they just hate on him because it's a thing to do. I think social media has.
So online they see some guy getting 4,000 likes for making a sarcastic remark about Marner. Like, oh, maybe I can be that popular.
Yeah,
interesting. Okay, I never thought of it that way.
What do you think does this play into it? Because you said that, 15 years ago was the last time.
Yeah, this is just my experience.
I'm just saying, like hypothetically, and I think Hula Boy Steve has the same idea here. But 15 years ago, if you weren't like, I guess right now, you are an Oilers super fan if you choose to pay the money to go to a game and or purchase season tickets. You are a fan. You admire every player. Yeah, you might think some have the off night, but you're not there as just a casual fan for the most part.
Right.
Tickets were a lot cheaper in the early 2000s, late 90s. And you could afford to go to games if you just wanted to go there and boo a player because you think that player stinks.
Right.
I don't think you can afford to go there just on your laurels of booing someone. It's a lot easier.
That's a good point.
And do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? That the ticket pricing demands that you better be an Oilers fan if you're going to pay this kind of money to go to a game. Whereas if it's a cheaper ticket, is that demanding as much passion from a fan?
Yeah, maybe you're thinking I just don't want to go to the game and just be miserable for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'd sooner hope that they win and the guys make good plays. Like I know as an Elks season ticket holder, like there are players that just frustrated the heck of me. Like I used to always bitch about Marcel Young, that defensive back, but I would never boo him in a game. I'd go to work the next day and be like, Dave, why can't this guy cover? He got beat again. And Dave's like, well, he's trying, Reid. Like he's,
Yeah.
But I've told the story about, and we talked about it earlier in the show, the shutout, when the Elks were shut out by BC, there was a lot of booing, including my dear old mother for the first time ever. And she said, I'm not booing Cornelius, though it seems like that. I'm booing the coaches for leaving him in and keeping on selecting him as the quarterback.
She should have been booing Cornelius. He was awful.
But he shouldn't have been on the field either.
He shouldn't have been on the field.
I would have booed McAdoo. So, but yeah, I just wonder. So now there's so many different outlets. So you're watching the game on TV by yourself. Okay, you're the team you're cheering for, Oilers or otherwise, suffers a frustrating loss.
Yeah.
Maybe you watch the game that evening by yourself. Maybe you got to go to bed right after. Maybe you phone one buddy. Whatever. Like this is pre-cell phone days. You're fuming. Well, when I get to work in the morning, I'm going to call everybody in the meeting room and I'm going to go off on the Oilers. My colleagues need to hear it. By the time you get there the next morning, you've cooled off. You realize you got work to do. It never goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what do? Oh, I'm watching the game by myself. No, I'm not. I got this many followers, or I can tweet at this guy. Or if I retweet something bad about the Oilers, a Flames guy will retweet it and say like, haha, look, even the Oilers fans hate their own team. And then that's going to bring all these people into the argument.
There's no denying the fact, I think it is a fact, that it's gotten easier as social media has grown to use that as an outlet for frustration, as for fans. That's for sure. I don't know if it's a direct correlation to fans not booing there's been recent where it's not necessarily a booing of a player. It's more political that has happened. So fans will boo. I just think that this team is now, these are not the decade of darkness times. This is now a team that's proven to be they're performing. They're doing what they should be. They were in back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. I know the ultimate goal obviously is to win it all, but it's a good team. How dare you boo them? I wonder what the backlash would be from fans.
Right.
Because I'm sure there have been players that have been booed, but it's just not enough people for you or anybody on TV to pick it up.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Patrick Laine caught boos in Montreal last year. I heard something about that. Like, because Laine last year started off red hot, and then had his classic Patrick Laine struggles. And I'm pretty sure he got booed in an area where it's Montreal's pretty damn loud with their passion, but also just them not appreciating the effort of a player, right? So I think it still happens nowadays. It's just, I think it's different. A lot of people go to social media now to trash on someone, I think, nowadays.
Yeah.
Because you can rally a whole lot more people on that than in person, I guess.
Yeah, and I think you make a great point. This isn't exactly what Jay and I were talking about, but I think it's a great point. That social media, it's a different world. It's not the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it is people, but it's not the everyday thing. So, who said it this morning? Was it you or Dustin? Like, okay, so I won't use any player as an example. I'm a Golden Bears football fan 23 years ago. And I think this number 8 safety is a loser. Mm-hmm. I just think he can't cover and he can't tackle. And I look but say it's now in the cell phone era. And okay, so I have my Twitter account. He might see me in sub someday.
Right.
So, but if I have a Twitter account, Jason Milne sucks with his picture,
he'll never know.
I can take it off the Bears website.
Yeah.
And if I have a Twitter account, Booger McBoogerton, and I put up a picture of Albert Einstein,
right,
and I have another Twitter account, Milne gets beat again.
Yeah.
And then,
so being anonymous online also helps.
And that's the thing. 100%. You don't know how many of these people have multiple accounts to make it seem like, oh my God, everybody hates this guy. Well, one guy really hates him,
There's actually a term, like, it's kind of brain rot-ish. Nowadays, it's called rage baiting. And it's basically when you tweet out stuff to just get people mad. You don't actually believe in the tweets. You're just doing it for engagement.
Well, yeah, that's the sad part.
Well, yes. So I actually know a guy in Toronto. I played like video games with him, where he has grown his Twitter account from, I think he had like 800 followers when I was friends with him. He's now at, I think, 6,000. He's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and he does, I'm not even joking, nothing but all day just rage bait Ottawa Senators and Montreal Canadiens fans. Tweets out any little fact that comes out about Ottawa being a bad in this stat or whatever, or he'll take something like this guy's not even that good or whatever, and you'll be shocked at how many people fall for it. His comments are just filled with people just run their mouths at him and everything, and he makes money off Twitter from it. You can get paid for tweets. He makes money off it. It's crazy what social media.
Well, and that's what I kind of meant earlier. You can't think. We've kind of diverged on topics, but it's interesting to talk about. You should not confuse social media with reality. I mean, it's a slice of reality, but again, and as you were just saying, Ben, one or two or a few negative comments might be coming from a very small group of, or even thousands of negative comments could actually just be coming from a very small group of people.
Yes.
Oh my God, everybody hates me. Everybody hates this player. Well, not really. Like, but yeah, we were talking about, but there is now, in the last 15 or 20 years, whatever, there's now another outlet. You don't like a player, you don't have to buy a ticket to go boo him. You can get a Twitter account and call yourself Booger McBoogerton and run down every play Jason Milne makes for the Golden Bears. Now, anybody who did that while you were playing wasn't paying attention because you made mostly good plays. Bruh.
Mostly. Yeah.
Entirely.
Some
would say. Some would suggest.
That was an interesting conversation. I've never thought about that from early 2000s or late 90s to now.
Right. Yeah, it's really interesting. But you're right, Benny. And that's why you hear some people say, I deleted social media or I don't go on. I go on, but I rarely engage people because it's pointless. And it's very easy to also misunderstand a comment. Like I've had in the past, and I probably even have done it on this show occasionally, but you read something and you react to it thinking that someone was making a joke. And then they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm serious. And then I've also read things reacting and thinking like, geez, dude, settle down. Like, why are you being such a jerk? And the person's like, Reid, I was joking. Because you don't get tone in some of these either. But that's another reason, just why engage? You know?
I agree.
You want to tweet me, Reid and Jay, you suck? Okay, well,
I did engage.
I probably won't even see it. And B, I'd be like, okay, if that made you feel better to tweet that for 2 seconds, then okay. Then actually I'm happy that we suck because you're feeling happy hating us.
I did engage the person on Twitter that came after me for saying the Eagles. He's like, real hardos or real Eagles fans. No, it's not the Eagles.
Well, something like that.
Eagles. I'm like, settle down, bro. Sorry, I'm not a hardo. I picked it because I thought it was witty.
Yeah, exactly.
Forgive me.
Yeah, that's why you just better like, oh yeah.
Now whenever
have a good day, bro.
Whenever we refer to the Eagles, which happens all the time on our show, we'll have to refer to them as the Eagles.
They're now the official band of
the Eagles.
Yeah, but we'll just call it Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Just like the Ground Control is the official podcast of the Winnipeg Jets when Jamie Thomas comes on.
Oh my goodness. Look who is in the nasty chat. And I'm not talking about Brad Marchand. Right above him.
Booger McBoogerton.
It is O-N at the end, by the way, Booger. You've misspelled the name.
It's not
Booger
Tintin.
McDougerton entering the nasty chat. Finally, I've been using that name for years. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. All right, Jordan Baker coming up in a few minutes on our words of the day, too.
The Blue Jays begin a 3-game series with the Cubs tonight. Toronto leads the AL by 4.5 games over Boston. Berrios takes the ball for the Jays. Brown for Chicago. That game is currently underway as we speak. Jays are up 1-0 in the top of the second. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks take on the Bellingham Bells in the semifinal, and the winner advances to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Hear it live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. And on the ice, Canada rolled past Switzerland this morning, 9-1 at the Holinka Gretzky Cup. Next up is Czechia tomorrow at noon. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. And you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Who are the top 5 Oilers captains in franchise in history?
Moose number 1.
Moose ahead of Gretz?
Yes.
Okay, who's number 2? Wayne?
It's got to be Wayne.
Where do you go from here?
Well, let's go through Bucky.
Yes. Shane Corson.
Doug Wade.
Where does McDavid stack up in all of this?
I think he's pretty high up on the list.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YEG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YEG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Get ready for royalty with Elvis Presley and Elton John tributes at River Cree Resort and Casino. All Shook Up pays tribute to the 3 eras of Elvis in one magical show on August 17th. And catch Elton Ron, a tribute to Elton John, live on August 29th. Elton Ron will give you a taste of the Rocket Man in Canada. Get your tickets for both shows at rivercreeresort.com.
Okay, 2 kids, 2 backpacks, lunch bags. Wait, where are the school books? Back to school doesn't have to mean the everyday rush and stress of looking for your kids' items. Have more zen in your mornings. Find space for your family's needs with Sentinel Storage. Go back to school with 4 weeks free. Reserve your space today and find the peace of mind your morning needs. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Hello, you wonderful humans. Hope you're having a great afternoon. RIverhawks game at 7 o'clock tonight. Last I heard, not a lot of tickets left, but they're going to try to squeeze as many people in as you can. So just go to the RIverhawks website, click on tickets if you want to try to make the 7 o'clock game against the Bellingham Bells for the North Division title. Okay, the South is Portland and Corvallis. Not Cowlitz, Corvallis, the Knights against the Pickles. I am the Knight of the Pickle. I am the Knight of the Green Pickle. So anyway, the winner, if the RIverhawks win, they would be on the road. Okay, so the sub for the championship game Thursday.
That's right.
Right. So fun tonight. You're going to get to see Max Stagg play, the Australian.
Good day.
I just remember that name. That was a great name. The Stingers have a road game, playoff game, single elimination game in Calgary on Thursday. Jordan Baker from the Stingers is going to join us in about 10 minutes. And Elks, Argos, Friday night, play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The Green and Gold kickoff show will be at 6 with Jason Milne and Matthew Awanek, and then they're on right after the game for the Green and Gold post-game show. You can text us, 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. Available Sundays and Mondays from 5 p.m. until close. The off-topic topic for William Huff was a fun one. What is your go-to karaoke song, or what is a song we've heard so much that you should avoid it in terms of karaoke? We got a lot of great suggestions. I don't even know if we have a clear, and it's not like we were trying to get a winner, but if one song would have emerged, we would have said, wow, that one did really well. We got some really fun suggestions though.
I think it's just unique to each, your music interests first.
Right.
But there's probably a lot of people that would prefer country music songs.
But I think you made a good point about Islands in the Stream, that you said you'd want to hear it if it was a married couple or a couple that you knew were in love or committed, and they got up there and it was and performed it like they were into it. And that's the thing for me. Like if I'm singing a song for my era of the 80s rock, and I'm singing Pour Some Sugar on Me or Talk Dirty to Me or Girl Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away or something like that. Like I know it. And I can kind of ham it up a little bit while still having fun with it, as opposed to someone who might sing a song just for the purpose of making fun of it.
I think that's probably a key. That should be something that you would put at the top of the, I guess, checklist as far as which karaoke song you should choose. Would be if you know the words without looking at the screen.
You should pretty much know the words.
Then you can really play the part. Get into it. Maybe throw a few hip thrusts in. Tap your toes, snap your fingers.
He's getting racy. Jason Milne and the Art of the Hip Thrust. You can write that. You can write that book after you run your half marathon.
A couple things. Nolan from St. Albert says, question, not sure if it's ever been discussed on the show. Many people think taking your ball glove to the game is only for children.
No.
Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
He says, I personally disagree. Now, I'm taking my ball glove to the stadium.
As you must.
Because I want to protect my children.
Yeah.
Right? If they're watching something else and dad has to go out there and make a diving catch one row down, I'm there. I'm the guy for the job.
Yeah, I think it's awesome you're taking. Now, are any of your kids or your wife bringing gloves?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you going to wear it the entire game?
Yeah, maybe I'll put my chips in it.
So you're not having beer tonight?
Nope.
What will you eat, do you think?
I don't know. Got to get a hot dog.
I had a foot-long hot dog on Saturday.
Brat. They have good food there.
Yeah, they got a good selection.
We'll see what's going on. But this is a catcher's mitt, too, so I might get a few other ex-catchers out there. Hey, nice mitt.
Yeah.
Sweet, thanks,
You could
bud.
give some signs.
Yeah. And this one comes in. Sully says, Jay, you should have your jingle playing when you finish the marathon. Can you imagine? It's Jay.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today.
That would be epic.
It's Jay's play of the day.
Well, I can send it.
It's Jay's play of the day.
Send it along. I don't know how that would go
Jay's
over.
play of
A lot of
the
confused
day.
people at the finish line.
John Stanton would be like, gold medal, Mark, you're fired.
Yeah, you are done. Yeah, Jay, you can never run in a running room event again.
This
You're
limerick comes in from VR Montenegro. Some interesting team names they hope will catch on. A couple standouts that display strength and brawn. Both amphibious mammals bearing ferocious enamels. Sea bear versus river lion in the octagon.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good.
Who would win versus
That's a really good
sea bear
limit.
and
That's
river
one of
lion?
VR's best.
Now, here's the question I would have: is there'd have to be a water component to this octagon to make it?
Yeah, there'd be a moat.
So it would be a plastic
we need more
octagon
moats in
with
society.
like a glassed in. So essentially, it would be what do you call that? You know, they have them at SeaWorld.
A terrarium?
No, like where the animals live in a
zoo.
Oh gosh, no,
a tank.
A tank. It'd be a tankagon. And you could have perches up higher. This would be a deep tankagon, but it would be see-through glass or plastic, and then you'd have half of it full, so the water could go quite deep, and then you'd have perches higher up the tankagon that they could then fight on land.
Right. Yeah,
that's
a great idea.
I still think the sea bear would come out on top of the river
You think
line.
so? How come?
This is a bad. I mean, obviously, you haven't seen
Milne
one.
intuition.
I've had run-ins with sea bears. They're bad animals.
They will come after you. Mm-hmm. You'll think you'll be safe, and then you'll hear a growl in the distance.
I think I hear him coming now.
And then that's the sea bear's on top of you. Is it Norman Combine's birthday?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Norman Combine, you beautiful man. He gets this. That's the take.
Dun, da, da, da.
Yeah, where'd that come from? Do you have that on there?
Dun, da, da, da.
That's so weird. That's the weird thing, weirdest thing
This
ever.
is like an anaconda
He's just
taking
playing
down
all
a
of them.
pig.
You're getting everything, Norm.
You got to give him everything too.
Fantastic.
Let's go, girls.
Do we want to get rocked?
I don't even know what all these are anymore.
Click, click.
Oh, that's the way. That's the song.
Make it so, number one. Make it so, number one.
I wonder how old Norm is. Is he? I think he's younger.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Make my
I haven't
day.
played that one in a long time. All right, Norman at Combine got almost every sound off the soundboard. The voice of reason should call it an aquagon instead of an octagon if it's got water in it. That's good.
Aquagon?
Aquagon.
That's
yeah,
good.
That's really good. That is funny. All right, we better take a break. Jordan Baker to talk about the Stingers' big playoff game coming up in Calgary and the words of the day as well. Here's Ben.
The Blue Jays open a 3-game series with the Cubs. Toronto holds a 4.5-game lead over Boston, sitting at the top of the AL. Berrios gets the start for the Jays. Brown for Chicago. That game is underway as we're in the bottom of the second with the Jays leading 1-0. In Edmonton, the RIverhawks face the Bellingham Bells in the semifinal with the winner moving on to Thursday's league championship. First pitch is at 7. Listen live on our audio streams only on Edmonton Sports Talk. On the ice, Canada crushed Switzerland 9-1 this morning at the Holinka Gretzky Cup. They'll meet Czechia tomorrow at noon. Jordan Baker on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. Bingo, bango, bongo.
EST Afternoons.
John Hodge from 3 Down Nation. Right now, halfway through the season, who is your MOP?
It's Bully by Mitchell. And with all due respect to Kenny Lawler, Trevor Harris, who I think, obviously has had a very good first half of the season, Vernon Adams Jr., I just don't think it's that close. Bo has been on another level. He's won this award twice, and he's playing better football now than he was then. It's basically full marks.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Oh my goodness. Hope you're having a great afternoon. It's 5:40, minute or two. We're going to get Jordan Baker on the line, head coach, general manager of the Edmonton Stingers. They have a single elimination game in Calgary against the Surge on Thursday as they pursue the CEBL championship. So they'd have to get through a couple elimination games to get to the championship weekend hosted by the Winnipeg Sea Bears, which are more single elimination games. It's basically a Final Four. Probably nobody else could use Final Four. It must be trademarked. If it's like advertising it. I mean, you can call it a Final Four.
Right.
Like a few years ago, the Edmonton Rush got in trouble because they used Battle of Alberta, and I believe the Oilers actually have that trademarked.
Really?
Yes. So now it's you can use it in conversation. They can't do that. But if you're doing something to make money by using Battle of Alberta, then you can't do it. I think you have to get the Oilers' permission or something like that.
I 100% disagree with that.
No, I think I'm right.
No, I know I'm not saying you're right. I just disagree with not being able to use it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
How can you trademark that? I mean, I know you can,
yeah,
but I think it's uncouth.
Oh,
well, there. I found a way to use that word today.
That's a pretty good word. It's I'll have to. I didn't know we were going to talk about that, but I remember doing a story about it, and it's. I mean, it's just, but it's the same thing though. You see all these furniture store commercials or electronic stores.
Hey, why you got to be hard on furniture store?
Buy the first week of February. Get a new TV for the big game this weekend. They don't say Super Bowl because you can't make money off the Super Bowl. Only the NFL can do that. Something like that.
I'm not surprised. I just,
Well, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
It's okay.
Yeah, well. All right. Is he ready? Oh, he's ready. Love talking to this guy. I've known this guy since he was just a lad. Well, he was 18. He's now the head coach and GM of the Edmonton Stingers. Jordan Baker's on the line. Jordan, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well. Thanks for making time for us. I know it's a busy time getting ready for the playoff game on Thursday. Is this sort of a thought on how you guys are playing here going into the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think the challenging part with an end of the season where playoff seeding is determined, 3 games left in the year. How do you approach those 3 games as a guy who knows where you're going to slide in? And I thought our guys did a great job of being professionals about it, of taking games seriously, and we went 3-0 in those final 3, and I think we're heading into the playoffs with some good momentum.
Jordan, you've been able, this team of yours, the Stingers, have gone on runs throughout the year where I believe at one point you had a 7-game winning streak, and you're capable of doing that. Is this team poised to go on another run and make a run to the CEBL championship?
Yeah, I mean, the feeling in our locker room is that if we don't get to Winnipeg, it's a little bit of a disappointment of a season, considering, how well we've played in stretches. Now, the challenging part is it's a single game elimination. So you don't shoot the ball well, or you have a stinker, and then all of a sudden you're going home. So for us, it's trying to be as crisp as we can, and understanding that, we got to play near close to a perfect game a couple times in a row if we want to get back to Winnipeg.
You went 2-1 against the Calgary Surge this regular season. You lost close in an opening season loss, then you handled them later. Do you have a bit of a book on Calgary going into this, as far as, obviously you don't need to share into detail, but is there a specific game plan that you will be implementing as you head into this game on Thursday night in Calgary?
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. Everybody has the book on Calgary. If you don't turn the ball over and you force them to play 5-on-5, you give yourself an opportunity to win the game. The challenging part is they got some exceptional athletes who get after on the defensive end, and they want to turn you over, and they want to turn those turnovers into dunks, and they do a good job of that. So, if you keep your turnovers, especially live ball turnovers, under 8, and you force them to play a little bit of a slower tempo game, you force them to execute, you keep them off the glass, you've got a chance to win. They don't run a whole bunch of complicated stuff because they don't have to, because they play fast and they got some serious talent on the side. So for us, it's a matter of, guys making sure we value every possession and putting 2 hands on the basketball every time we get a chance to.
I want to, looking at the CEBL in its entirety, is this the Western Conferences to lose in terms of the championship? I mean, the first, second, third, and place teams in the West all have a higher win percentage than the number 1 team in the East, in the Niagara River Lions. And if you get out of the West, you're going into face a Winnipeg Sea Bears team that I know you guys have had success against this year. But I mean, I know they're at home. But do you have a feeling that whoever comes out of the West has a pretty good shot at taking the whole league?
Certainly, yeah. I think the West is very strong this year. But at the same time, Niagara brought a lot of those same guys back from their championship run last year, and those guys are battle tested, and they're first in the East for a reason. And they solidified first in the East with about 4 games left, and they've been preparing and moving towards Winnipeg as the primary goal in their mind. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I think the West teams are exceptional, but you talk about single elimination, you talk about Winnipeg on their home floor. It's it's why we enjoy and watch sports, because anything can happen. So. The betting lines will be set, but what happens between the actual lines might be a different story.
Jordan, what can you tell us about Sean East II, one of your players who set a new single season scoring record in the CEBL?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to know? He's a guy that was brought to us. His agent, we had another player that was with the same agency, and they said, hey, well, what about this guy? And watching tape on him, they were, when he was at Missouri as a senior, they didn't win a single conference game in their conference play. And so looking at the tape, it's like, well, okay, he's putting up empty numbers on a bad team. Is that what we're walking into here? But, I watched almost every single one of his conference games, and even though, as their record stretches 0-7, 0-8, 0-9, they're in games. They're battling. They're playing hard. They're trying to execute. They're, really invested in each game. And, that's the kind of guy that I want. Not a guy who, sees the writing on the wall with where they're going to finish in the conference and hangs it up, but continues to battle, tries to be a good teammate. And, that's the guy that we've gotten. And luckily we've had a bit more success than his team did in college. But, he's a great competitor. He makes us better in practice, and, he's a nice guy off the floor too. He's a guy that represents Edmonton well, in the media and in the community.
Jordan, you've been through situations like this a lot as a player and now as a coach. I'm talking about either short series or what this is going to be Thursday, single elimination playoff games. Do you have to approach this a little differently as a coach because it's a one and done game?
Yeah, I mean, the challenging part is, we've relied on our depth all season long. And so when it gets to, a playoff game where stakes are high and you want to have your best dudes out on the floor at all times, you have to understand that teams get into rhythms and players get into rhythms, and you want to give your bench guys an opportunity to contribute and still be a part of things and give your starters a rest. So, it's not going to be a Sean East, Nick Hornsby, Scotty Lindsay for 40 minutes on Thursday. They're going to get their regular rest, and it's just a matter of, rolling with the hot hand and hopefully being in a good position come target time to execute and to pull off a close one.
All right, Jordan, always love having you on the show. All the best in Calgary on Thursday. Thanks so much for your time, buddy. We'll see you soon.
And you're not allowed to say Battle of Alberta, right? Like, that's not...
No, we can say it. We can say
allowed,
it.
Right?
We just can't make money off it.
T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And who is it that owns that exactly? Is that
OEG.
the NHL that owns that?
OEG.
OEG does. Okay, well, at least it's the good guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I like that. Thanks, Jordan. Good
right,
stuff. Good stuff from Jordan Baker. Yeah, okay, so we'll keep an eye on that game Thursday. I found the story here. April 2015, headline, Edmonton Sun, Edmonton Rush using Battle of Alberta without permission, say the Oilers. And this was around the time the Rush were thinking of leaving. They were never happy with their lease or whatever they had at Rexall Place. And then I can't remember what it was, but they put something on their website taking a shot at the Oilers missing the playoffs every year. So Tim Shipton with OEG, at that time he was VP of Communications, he said, "We simply asked that the organization stop doing so until appropriate permission was asked. To me, this is a matter of a regularly accepted business practice. We're protecting our trademark, and I expect if the Rush ask, we'll let them use it." So the Rush were using the phrase for promotional purposes. Okay. Bruce Urban of the Rush gave a statement to CTV. "We're disappointed they don't consider us a sports partner in the city of Edmonton enough to use this phrase when we play the Calgary Roughnecks in the lacrosse battle." So here's the thing. Now, so our bus to Calgary, like if we said, give us, what is it? Whatever it is. If we said, ride the Battle of Alberta bus, I think we'd have to get permission for that. On air, if we say Dinos Golden Bears and say Battle of Alberta, you can't do anything about that.
No, but even Labor Day, it's Labor Day.
Right.
That's never been referred to as the Battle of Alberta.
No, but Edmonton versus Calgary always could be.
It can
now,
be.
I think also in this situation, OEG didn't like this owner.
Yeah,
didn't like Bruce Urban, and Bruce Urban didn't like them, so they decided to be the letter of the law about it.
Sounds like there was some friction there.
Yeah, I think there was some other friction, but technically, but again, everybody, like if people haven't noticed this, watch commercials leading up to the Super Bowl about how many commercials will say this is the perfect bedroom set you need for the big game. I don't know why you'd need a new bedroom set for this. Well, I mean, anyway.
You never know.
You never know.
A lot of people watch TV in their bedrooms now, Reid.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
But they don't say the big game because the Super Bowl belongs to the National Football League. But we can say Super Bowl. All right.
And for those wondering, that game Thursday night, Stingers at Calgary, that is going to be on TSN at 7:30.
Well, that's on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So you can watch it from the comfort of your home or bedroom.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Get a new bedroom set. All right. Let's do words of the day.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Okay, first word of the day, ramshackle. Ramshackle.
Ramshackle. RAMSHACKLE. And ramshackle, I think, means kind of like a little bit dilapidated or just patched together.
2 for 2, baby.
Yeah.
Good job. The actual definition, ramshackle describes things that are in very bad condition and need to be repaired or that are carelessly or loosely constructed. Well done, Riedrich.
Thank you.
Second word of the day, proprioception.
Oh, my goodness.
Proprioception.
Proprioception.
Proprioception. Now, I'll say this. That's how it's pronounced, but I would have, on first glance, said proprioception. But it's proprioception.
You would have said proprioception?
I would have, Reid. I would have.
Well, then I'm just going to spell it the way that sounds to me. Proprioception. Proprioception. Got it wrong. I got it right! Holy crap. Because we're tight for time and I don't think I could figure it out, give me a sentence.
Gymnasts need exceptional proprioception to flip and land precisely. Many martial arts practice with their eyes closed to sharpen their proprioception.
I'm going to say like it's a sense of balance and positioning.
4 for 4.
No, half.
Oh, 3.5 out of 4. That's
3.5. Still good though.
It's the awareness of position of one's body.
Those were good sentences to have.
Yes.
I think I would have said the same thing even before I heard the martial arts one. That was beautiful. Okay. My goodness. That was fun.
Where'd the time go?
We had John Stanton on the show from the running room. We had Jordan Baker on from the Edmonton Stingers. We talked about the Orders. We talked about the Elks. We talked about the RIverhawks. We talked about the Jays running. We talked about music. What else do you need between 3 and 6 in the afternoon? We're going to do it again tomorrow. We have a guy who has designed, he's put CFL teams into a video game, and it's taken hours of work. Guess what province he lives in?
Alberta.
Take a guess.
Saskatchewan.
Yes, Saskatchewan. Are we having the Bears football coach on? So we'll dive into that. What's up with them? We'll see what else is going on. It's going to be fun tomorrow as well. On behalf of Ben Thompson and the glue guy, Jay Milne, he's going to RIverhawks. Say hi to him there. I'm Reid. Take care.